Hello, everybody.
What are you doing? Legit, what are you doing? Let him do it.
Good call.
Welcome to the Chat Show, everybody!
This is gonna be a long show, right?
Popular demand. The man is back.
Literally, no one asked him to be back.
Vince asked me to be back. Kevin asked me to be back. Barbara and Kayla asked me to be back. Then you have Andrew. I'm representing Ohio State, my guy.
Andrew,
I have two
Ohio State guy?
Yeah.
He's an
Really?
Ohio State fan, yeah.
He was looking for you guys on the field. Like, where are my college buddies talking about college?
For real, I'm not kidding.
So I have two guests this week. This is, do you want to introduce yourself? Terry Babelis. This is...
They call me Willpower, baby.
And we're going to talk about finals this week.
And semifinals.
And semifinals.
And
right?
quarterfinals to recap.
Yep. There's already been a champion crowned in the MFL.
Brossard, but
We'll get to them later.
yeah.
You guys are so mean.
Bro, we were there on Sunday. You weren't.
That's true. We were there in the freaking pouring rain.
Yeah. It has to rain in Brossard playoffs.
100%.
Facts.
So we love it when people comment.
Yeah.
We like starting off our show going through the comments of people.
Yeah.
Was it a record breaking comments this
I
week?
think we had a whole 8, eh?
This episode? Do you know why though?
Speaking of comments, those of you wondering who won the contest, well, maybe we'll announce it today. Maybe we won't.
I don't know who won, so I hope we don't forget to announce it today.
It's gonna be next week, guys.
Props to Dave going 4 for 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved his predictions with an explanation.
That was a good stuff,
and everything.
man.
Like
that was good stuff.
Like he
I'll have
actually
you-
started a trend, and maybe he's the one that motivated Manu to do what Manu did, because that's
Respect.
also crazy respect. Like he asked me, like, oh, is it like, and also for like subs, that group chat? I'm like, no, it's for like MFL community
Yeah.
to be buds and get to know each other better and
Yeah.
hate and love.
Good shit, Manu.
Good stuff, buddy. Good
Probably
stuff.
have you both guys on the show next week.
Respect.
We'll talk.
Hopefully I'll be back. But yeah, comment your predictions on the bottom.
A lot of people commented.
Yeah. Also, did you see like Max's whole thing about the tiebreak and everything like that?
Yes, which Dave completely shut down.
What are your thoughts on it?
I get where I would be okay with that, but I like what it is now. I always like taking a side. If I had to take a side, I would take what it is now. But I do understand where Max is coming from.
Yeah.
Especially Max being a gunslinger, so like he wants games that are like bombs and score and
Yeah.
not so much points against. But I like both views are good in my opinion. I liked how Max brought it up, and Dave's response was good.
I still don't think it 100% solves the teams running up the score, though.
Points against being the first tiebreaker?
No, Max is tiebreaker.
Oh, Max it does not, because Max it obviously doesn't. But I 100% agree with Max's idea. But I feel it only works in divisions where each team plays each other the same amount of times.
Yeah, facts.
Like in Division 1,
Jinx.
where there were 6 teams, everyone played each other twice. Head-to-head works perfectly.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality of the MFL. And in all the other 4 divisions, we had not every team playing against each other the same amount of times.
Preach.
And then head-to-head does not work. And the reason why we converted back to points against was last year there was a situation where there was a 6-team tie, and one of the teams only played 2 of the teams they were in that 6-team tie. So, like, how fair is it to judge teams on a head-to-head percentage when you only play against 2 out of the 6 teams you're tied with? And then we kind of felt that, like, what represents MFL as a whole, and we can't, like, kind of a tiebreaker per division.
Yeah.
And we just figured that, like, from season to season, there's much more chance that we're going to have an uneven number of teams, or, like, just say, like, your 9 teams, you're going to play everyone once, one team twice.
We can't have a tiebreaker per division.
Like, it's not impossible. The Cup's not going to come knock on your door, but, like... But it just complicates things a little more, and then, like, it would have to change every season, you know?
Yeah.
Like, now the tiebreaker procedures in the rule book, it's set in stone.
Yeah.
Like, now every season we'd have to look at the number of teams instead of tiebreaker depending on the number of teams in the division.
Straight facts.
Starts to be complicated for better to have a tiebreak for the whole league, right?
Just go undefeated and you're for sure going to make the
Yeah,
playoffs.
seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Just win every game.
Yeah.
You want to say something else before we get into the recap?
I don't know. Did anyone else get engaged?
Did you?
I think I have to have a girlfriend first to do that, so...
Willie's available, ladies.
514. No.
Do it and tell me people are going to call you.
What?
Do it and see how many people are gonna call
Yeah,
you.
well, no, I mean, it's gonna be too many, but my phone's gonna be off the hook. I don't have a charger with me. My phone's gonna die. But
If they start calling
for this, for this Saturday, the weather looks like shit. Eh?
yeah, it's pretty bad.
It'd be raining. It'd be raining.
Bring those raincoats and garbage bags.
For real.
Yep. Be
Get
ready.
your significant others to come and watch, though.
In Brossard, there was literally a team that had two of their significant other girlfriends,
Yeah.
maybe wife's fiance, I don't know, in the stands while it was pouring rain. First game at 9 a.m. and I was like, wow.
That's
You,
freaking
you
mad
know
respect.
she's the one. You know she's
Yeah.
the one.
They ended up losing though, but
If she doesn't dump you after an L, she's the one still.
Well said.
so ready to start with D1?
No. You?
No.
D2!
Yeah.
It's true, huh?
Oh, boy.
It was a tough
Okay,
weekend.
Div 1, Iron Wolves lost. Div 2, Outlaws lost. So for Division 2,
I'd rather talk about Brossard than talk about D1.
yeah.
Okay, no, you want to start? You want
I'd rather talk about my loss than talk about Brossard. So I'll start. Is that okay, Productor?
Production.
I thought you were gonna yell at me
You're gonna
again.
start with You're gonna start with your game?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I just said. So Iron
You
Wolves.
said you start, you didn't say with which game.
That is true. You want me to do your game? You do my game? That
No.
wouldn't make much sense.
Okay,
Eh?
I'll start with your game.
Okay. Did you? Oh yeah, you ref our game. Yeah, you go first.
I didn't ref your game.
What game did you ref then?
Maybe that's how out of it you were. You couldn't even... It wasn't it Kevin and Owie?
Yeah.
Who score kept?
Nick.
Jinx.
You-
That's the second time I jinxed you in this show.
He doesn't respect it.
You owe me.
Okay, can we really
Hey,
like
go, go,
actually
go.
recap?
Bro, I'll recap my own damn
Did
games.
you get me mixed up with Nick?
What?
You got me mixed up with Nick?
You guys are about the same height. Anyways,
He's actually taller than me, I think.
And he's like 13.
Bro,
so
he'll
he
get
would-
taller than you soon too, eh?
okay, Iron Wolves played like ass against Gokuk.
Did you guys play like ass or did
I was gonna
Gokuk-
say, I'm happy you mentioned that. All kidding aside, okay, straight face now. We struggled on offense and on defense. So basically on both sides because there's no special teams. Because of how good Gokuk played. Taking away nothing from them. Defensively, they had a great game plan, which was me getting to not complete many passes, which is what ended up happening. I ended up completing a few passes, some of them unfortunate to the other team, but no, they have...
You actually completed over 70% of your passes.
I did, yeah. So it's but the good thing was about their defense is I felt they bent, but they didn't break because I felt
You're averaging 5 yards of completion.
that's the thing. So I wasn't hitting the deep ball.
Talk about dinking and dunking.
Exactly, they were letting us march or letting me march down the field, Iron Wolves, and come in the red zone they would stop us. They had a big stop early on in the game. Fourth down, we went for it in 4th and 5 from our own 10-yard line. Didn't get it.
Pretty bad.
And they ended up scoring there. And so, long story short, first half, it was a tight game. It was 20-14 for them. We punted the ball. I don't usually like punting, but it was a situation we needed to punt in.
Really?
Then
It was
Wait,
like
you were
what, 4th and 26?
no, but it was like 4th, and it was from our own end. And we said, look, if they
And you were down?
yeah, we were down.
That's
it is unusual, but
If ever you were to punt, you punt when you're...
I know, but we felt as a team like I always love going for it. And even in that situation, I was like, okay, like I don't mind a punt. Let's trust our defense. 2 plays later, Dom threw like a 40 bomb touchdown to Chuck, and that was really the game wasn't over at that point. But that was really the one that set the game apart. That was a TSN turning point because they got the ball to start the second half, and they were up by 2 possessions in the first half.
It was 4th and what, though?
I think it was 4th and 6 from like
That's very manageable.
yeah, no, it was, but just the way our offense was going, and it didn't look pretty. And we thought eventually we'd force them to make mistakes, and our defense is what rallied our team throughout the whole season, really. So we wanted to bank on that.
Talk about making mistakes. Dom had 4 incompletions, 7 touchdowns. Taylor 2 tapes comparing him. You spoke about Iron Wolves enough. Let's talk about Gokuk now.
Fair.
23 for 27, 248 yards, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like when we spoke about it, when we previewed this game and spoke about the dud they put up last year in the semifinals,
Yeah.
it's literally like he could not have had, like statistically at least, a better game, right?
Yeah.
And he also rushed 6 times for 58 yards, averaging almost 10 yards a carry, and adding a touchdown there.
Yeah.
It could be one of his better games that we've seen him in a while, right?
Definitely.
And what a time to have that game going into the finals now. It was great ball. You look at Dom's stats, and he had like superstar stats, and then you look at the receiver stats, and like across the board, Charles Bélanger, 5 for 69, 2 touchdowns. Alex Ferrand, 3 for 53, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Vince, 7 for 49, 1 touchdown. Like, everyone contributed over here, and like, there's not one clear receiver. Like, it was clear ball distribution across the board.
Yeah.
Everyone was there. I mean, 4 incompletions. It's great quarterback play, but it's also great route running, great receivers, great hands.
For sure.
So, like, I feel like this is the Gros Coq team that is very, very dangerous, right?
Yes.
Like, they played that way, right?
You have 5 guys over 30 yards, and you have them rushing for over 30 yards,
Right.
almost 60. Like, it's really hard to stop them, right? When they're rolling like this.
One of the things that we spoke about you in the pocket is that, like, you never seem flustered by the rusher. In this game, Nicolas Paquet getting 3 sacks on you.
Yes.
Even
Wow.
safety you won.
One for a safety.
What
That was a
happened
big
there?
one. That was a big one, too, because we got our first stop of the game, and the very next play I got safetied. He comes in quick, but he takes good angles. He's a really difficult rusher to beat.
Why couldn't you just throw it away?
I could have. I think I was too stubborn. I was waiting, and I think that I usually trust my ability to break the rusher, but he's a tough rusher to break. And
You
he
still
got
had the
me
ball in
few
your
times.
hand. Like, you had the ball in your hand.
When I got sacked, usually you have to have the ball
no,
in
but
your
I mean,
hand.
you could have released it.
No, the ball was in my hand.
Like,
Yeah,
you tried
no,
to break him, I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like a late throw that...
No. Yeah, all 3 times I had an attempt to throw the ball. It was clean sacks, and and they got 2 interceptions, the 3 sacks there. It was like every single game ball goes to Dom for how we played, but like every single one of their players contributed in the victory.
Seriously, and this was like basically when we would pick against Gros Coq or when we weren't sure of them, it would be because we weren't sure the roster they would have.
Right.
And like that's one of the things last year we were hating on their performance against Centurions in last semifinal, but I think they only had 3 or 4 of their core
Actual guys
there. They were 6 in that game, and now I think there were at least 7 players here, right? If not more, right?
Yeah, I believe there were 7.
So like if they bring this team to the finals, it's going to be really difficult for them not to win. We'll talk about that in a bit.
They're rolling.
Yeah, indeed.
Jeff, any more analysis?
Well, it just you remember last week we talked about Vince against Iggy at the center position.
We did not talk about that. Will mentioned that.
Yeah, but we still because Vince came to the field to talk about that that segment. It's funny to see that they almost had identical stats. They had both 7 receptions. Iggy had 51 yards. Vince had 49. 1 touchdown each. Vince had the edge with the extra 1-point convert. And on defense, Vince had a big interception.
That was a nice one too.
Listen, Gros Coq, when they're rolling, it's the Gros Coq of...
the team that's won all those championships.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the dominating young team that everybody wanted to beat.
Yeah.
And I think they're in perfect position now to get another chip to their... historic run.
Yeah, and just talk about your comparison to Vince and Iggy. I see it further now. Like, yes, they had similar stats, but Vince led Gros Coq by 2 receptions, while Iggy was 3rd leading receiver on the team. Like, I still think Vince's impact was like clear, like the heart and soul. Like he's Dom's go-to guy. Like it shows that no one had more than 5 receptions besides Vince, who had 7. Right?
Yeah.
Iggy had 7 as well, but Chris had 10. Jerome had 8.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, your boy James only had 5 for 23 yards.
Yeah,
You should have thrown him the ball a little more.
I should have. I put him at the wide because I know he's a baller at the wide. I had him in the slot the first few times, but I wanted to move him around. But credit to Gros Coq, they found a way to shut down our key guys.
Moving along.
Phew.
D2. So no, but for real,
Not D2, D1. Second.
Outlaws against A-Team. What a game it was. I was like, you were talking about Iron Wolves and Gros Coq, how they let you march to the field and get to the red zone and then they would stop you. That's exactly what happened against A-Team. We got to the red zone 4 times. I think we went turnover on downs twice. Pick 2 other times. Laurent picked us off in the red zone. Then Santomo with a second pick in the end zone. Their defense is amazing.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. They play really physical, but within the rules. Like they're gonna tug you a little bit, they're gonna hold you a little bit, but like you do everything you can to win, right? And it's on the refs to see it, to make the calls.
Yeah.
For you as a player, if I'm getting beat and I have to hold you to prevent you from catching the ball, I'm gonna do that shit, right? So that's exactly what they did all game, and they didn't give us a single inch. And it's really tough to play against a defense that plays like this. With Dylan leading the way, and then they have big bodies all across the field. Laurent over 7 foot. You have Santomo who's like
I think he's reaching 8. So.
Like they got trees. They're trees.
It's crazy, and it was really, really tough getting into the red zone with not much space, big bodies everywhere. So, like both offenses struggled, but I feel like sometimes on offense you can't connect. It's bad pass here and there. It wasn't the case for both teams. It was just defense playing amazingly good, and you don't see that often, especially in Division 1. If you get one stop, you're really confident. If you get one pick, you're basically winning the game. It wasn't the case in that game. Both defenses played really, really well, and that's why I think we didn't even reach 40 points together, right?
It was 18-14.
18-14, that's nuts. So, yeah, props to A-Team. It's going to be really, really good games against Krokuk, and I can't wait to see it.
It's crazy that you guys remember the dumb stats I just read to you, the winning quarterback at the other semifinal?
Yeah.
If I tell you that quarterback in this game, not telling you which one it is, went 20 for 32, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Obviously, you think that quarterback lost the game, right?
By a lot.
In a division, by a lot. That was Mike Roy's stats.
Yeah.
He won that game. Crazy that on the third play of the game, it was 3rd and 3 for A-Team. They take a shot deep, it gets picked. At that point, like, you knew how close this game was going to be. You knew it was like you can't make many mistakes, and it was going to be very, very close. You would think A-Team starting with the ball, getting picked off on the first play, first drive on the third play, that could have already been game over for them, right? The first score in this game came after 14 minutes of play. Like, it was 0-0 up until then, you know?
Yeah.
I can't, I score kept that game, and the defensive performance by both teams, and mostly A-Team in the red zone, and I don't think I've ever seen a stronger defensive red zone team. Like, literally,
it was crazy.
Outlaws needed to score when they were before midfield, because if they would march past midfield, it was going to be really, really hard. It was going to 3rd, 4th downs, and A-Team got 3 out of their 4 picks in the red zone, like literally on the goal line, within 5 yards of the touchdown, right? And
it was Laurent Santomo. Then Santomo had one in the middle of the field. What was the fourth one?
Danny Damour in the.
Yeah, it was on the goal line. Yeah, it was on the goal line.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Like, Laurent had it on the 1 yard line, then Santomo in the red zone, in the end zone, and then the name you just mentioned.
Danny Damour. It makes you think of the
on the goal line. So they were really, really good in the red zone.
It's like the expression "bend but don't break." Like, literally, that's bend but don't break.
Yeah.
Another thing that stuck out to me in this game is, you spoke about TSN turning point. Like, I don't think there's a player in the last 2 playoffs that has a bigger impact on one play than Ashton. He scored 2 deep bombs in this game, and literally when as much as nothing was working for Outlaws, nothing was also working for A-Team's offense as well.
Right.
They were just getting the turnovers, and they were getting the more bigger impact plays. But Ashton scored 2 touchdowns, and when he scored those 2 touchdowns, it was kind of like last year's playoff run. Ashton was like a baller, right? And he was arguably the best 2-way player on that team.
Yeah.
And those 2 touchdowns were just it seemed so easy for him. Like, beautiful throws by Mike, and Ashton getting behind Marvin as a safety, Svetna, and making not I wouldn't even say it's contested the catch, just his speed and the way he got open.
Yeah.
And on one of them, I'm like, okay, Mike overthrew him. He missed his guy. Like, he was all alone, but no, Ashton caught up to the freaking ball.
Yeah.
And just scored a beautiful touchdown. Like those bang one plays like that in those games where it's so tight and you're fighting for every yard. Like, Steve's offense, literally on one drive, he was taking every 3-4 yards that the defense was giving him, right? Like, Dave was I saw one play was 3rd or 4th and short, and Dave caught a 2-yard out route, making a crazy catch for the first down. But it was so impressive. But it was
2 yards.
2 yards, you know. But that's what they needed. And then you come with one play, 30 whatever yards, touchdown.
Just like that.
That really demoralized the defense.
Yeah, for sure.
And he got them fairly early.
First touchdown of the game.
Yeah, it was the first 2 touchdowns of the game. 18 was up 12-0, and they both came in the first half, right? So then at that point, you're like, okay, what do we do now? You know, Outlaws kind of I'd say wanted to adjust at halftime, but it was too little, too late at that point. They made it a 1-score game late, but then A-Team with the ball in their hands needed just the first down. Dylan wide open in the middle of the field, and that kind of ended the game there. We said it so many times that it's crazy to beat the same team so many times in a row.
Yeah.
And this was a 1-score game. In 1-score games, yes, there's a lot of game plan, there's a lot of things that go into account, but it's also who finishes the ball last. There's a bit of luck involved and stuff like that, but I don't even know if we could say that at this point, right?
No.
I don't think you can.
Outlaws, who are averaging over 40 points a game, scoring only 14 in a playoff game.
Yeah.
It still boggles my mind now. It's been a couple of days went through it. I'm like, it's crazy that you would say Outlaws needed 19 points to win this game.
Yeah.
That's how good that A-Team defense is. And if A-Team wants to win the championship, I know that they're a very good team, but I feel when they play Outlaws, they become a crazy good team.
Yeah.
They have to pretend they're playing Outlaws every game because they have had a good season, but you could argue that their games against Outlaws were by far the best games this year, right?
Yeah.
And whatever extra motivation they come when they play Steve, when they play the Outlaws, if they don't have that against Gold Cook and against Dom, it's going to be much harder for them to win that game.
Mm-hmm. And even for Outlaws, right? Like, we had some tough competition this year. Our game against Iron Wolves wasn't an easy one. All our battles against Trollers weren't easy, but those games against A-Team always gave us trouble. Mm-hmm. And you're right, like, A-Team, you have to come to the field and imagining Golkuk with an orange jersey on, because you guys are amazingly good when you play against Outlaws, and that's how you have to come to the game.
Yeah, so...
We'll be doing our picks a little bit later on.
We can still preview this game now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so Les Golkuk, A-Team. Does A-Team repeat? Or does Golkuk win their first championship in a little while? While you guys talk about it, I'll tell you when the last championship was.
So, obviously, important matches in this game, Jeff. Hensley against Dom.
Yeah.
That's a given. The rusher when you're playing against a guy like Dom. That's going to be a fun one to watch. You got two speedsters there. I'm trying to think of how I think this game is going to play out, because I went back and I know who my pick is, but I went back and forth several times before doing the show. I'm going to say it afterwards, but I'm not sure like what I preview the score being. I could see it being a really low scoring game. I could also see it being a really high scoring game, and I think that talks about both teams' defense and both their offenses, because I could see both teams' defenses stepping up in this game, but I could also see both teams' offenses stepping up in this game. Does that make sense?
For me, like, as much as A-Team's defense is crazy good, it's really, really tough to play defense for more than 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
If Dom runs around and extend the play as good as he can do, and we saw him like do all season. They scored 47 points against A-Team in week 8, and they scored 37 in week 5, both W's. Like, no matter the players that you have on defense, no matter how good you are on defense, no matter the call that you do on, like, the defensive scheme that you have on defense, you can't cover a guy for more than 4 seconds. Yeah. So Hins is gonna have to come in ready. He's gonna have to come in hot. He's gonna have to shut down Dumb, because if he doesn't have a good game, then it's gonna be really hard for A-Team. And Mike's gonna have to match up that offense. He's gonna have to go score for score. He's not good. I can't see him win another game only scoring 18 points.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That makes like it can't happen against Golkuk.
So, against the Cucks, literally wear orange jerseys.
Yeah, exactly. No, for real. And so for me, it's not going to be low scoring. If like the over under is 50, I'll take over in a heartbeat.
I think I would too. Yeah.
And for my pick, we're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
So the last time the Gold Cup won a championship was in fall 2018, exactly 4 years ago.
Before COVID?
Yeah.
Wow. COVID was 2000.
The only team that's won since COVID is A-Team. So because besides Outlaws.
2020. Yeah. 2018 is a long time ago.
Yeah.
2022. But we're almost 2023.
What? Okay, yeah, it's been a long time.
For real.
So obviously, like the way we said the matchup, anytime you're playing Dom, it's the rusher against Dom. I don't think there's a rusher like that in flag football world that you give the advantage to pregame playing against Dom, right?
Facts.
And as good as Hinsley is a rusher, the thing that's working for him is he has speed. So like even if Dom beats him, we know he'll still be pursuing him. Not saying he'll be in front of him, not saying Dom won't be able to buy time, but like some rushers you beat them and you have like all day you can sit down and take a coffee.
Right.
Dom will still have like Hinsley following him at some point and have to get the ball off.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like Outlaws, who are already a big team, had a size mismatch coming against this team, and we know that Gold Cup are maybe not the biggest team in the league, but they have that speed working for them. And like Jeff alluded to, you can't cover a receiver for like 25, 35 seconds, even if you're holding on to a shirt or whatnot,
Yeah. So
like it is gonna be a crazy game. I agree with you guys. Like it's gonna be for sure higher scoring than the Outlaws A-Team was.
Yeah.
Like this is a game where I think yards are going to be like fought for especially A-Team, because like A-Team has that good defense, but like you guys said, like they're going to need to score a lot more points in this game. Like Gold Cook, when they're on, they have no trouble scoring points at all. It just works for them, and like they could literally score on every drive. And like you said, you guys punted thinking you could stop them. They scored two plays later,
literally,
right?
Yeah.
And they're such a complete team.
Yeah.
Like I think those deep shots with Ashton are something that the Gold Cook are going to have to eliminate.
Yeah.
because A team's gonna need that more and more.
Yeah.
And that underneath with like Laurent and Dylan, like they could give that to them, you know. And then the thing I'm asking myself is, what worked so well for A team against Outlaws was that red zone defense. Like now that they're playing against a small team, there's no Smuda, there's no Marvin on that team, there's no Zvetna with that size, right? What's Gokuk's strategy gonna be if they get in that red zone where Dom can't run anymore?
Yeah.
And then they gotta fit that ball in a tight window, and they gotta get it fast, and then Hinsley's rushing him. So I'm really curious to see how that's gonna work out for them, right?
Yeah.
Like I said for the Outlaws, score before you get into the red zone,
Yeah.
because it makes it a lot more complicated. But I could see Dom running all over this team just as well as I see this team. Like I feel A team is built to shut down an offense like Steve's.
Yeah.
And Dom runs a totally different offense
Yeah.
than Steve, right? So like I didn't see any of those Gokuk A team games, but Gokuk won them pretty convincingly. This A team in the playoffs, like they showed last year, is a completely different team. It's crazy that losing you on that team, losing Andrew, losing their starting quarterback Dave,
Jeremy.
Jeremy, they still make it to the finals a season later with
Yeah.
all that adversity. Like, yes, they got ballers to compensate and take the low, but still it's literally 2 times this team has a first season altogether.
Yeah.
And now with a new quarterback, and then the finals twice, like
It's
you
impressive.
got to give them mad props, especially when Division 1 has been so competitive, and you've had the same teams always in the finals every year, and you have teams that like been playing forever and they're not in the finals this year.
Yeah.
Like already, I know that like if they lose this finals, they will not care about any of that. But
Right.
like you guys could literally give yourselves something back for that. Like everyone on that team, like it's crazy. Like
Right.
so, it's gonna be an exciting finals. And
I'm excited.
it's like last year we had 8 team Centurions. This year we have 8 team Gokuk. It's like teams that like we haven't been accustomed to seeing in the finals, right? On a like year to year basis.
I was really excited to watch this game, the D3 finals at that time. So the one saving grace I have is if Master Chiefs don't make the D3 finals, at least I can watch a Division 1 game.
Are you really gonna be happy about that, though?
No. Gotta look at the glass half full.
Yep. Good way to see life, Willie.
Thank you. I tried.
Anything else you guys want to say?
Would have been cool if it was Iron Wolves Outlaws.
It would have created a heck of more conflicts on
I
Saturday.
really don't think we should talk about that, though.
Yeah.
We don't deserve that.
Yeah, 100%.
Not even like if we imagine. No.
1000%.
Props A team, props Gokuk. It's going to be really interesting for all the points that we brought up. And also, like you mentioned size, right? As good as Gokuk are on defense, as fast as they are they going to be able to match up the physical advantage that A team are going to have on offense also?
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, if you get to the red zone and I'm Mike, like, I'm throwing a jump ball every time, right?
Yeah, seriously, you can throw it
To anybody, too. Like, you have Santomo, you have... Like, the smallest guys on the field for them is Ashton, and he's probably the biggest baller for them offensively. So, like...
It's funny that you mentioned that, because if, like, A team was, like, an offensive juggernaut with that size, you'd think they'd be unstoppable. But, like, the size is really to their advantage on defense. We haven't seen them use that size and put up, like, 50, 60 points on a regular basis, right? So, like... And, like, you beg the question, why? But then, like... As a quarterback, when you're playing with the lead or when your defense is getting you stops or picks, you don't need to do that, right? So, like, it's a totally different game. Like, you look at Mike Roy with A-Team and you look at Mike Roy with Red Raiders in D2. Like, with Red Raiders, he had the worst defense in the league. And in D1, he had the best defense in the league. And in D2, he knows he needs to score in every single drive to give himself a chance to win. And even then, sometimes he comes up short. But in D1, he could have the stats that we said and he still wins games. So, like, you kind of put, like, your game manager hat on at that point. And you know, like, okay, I just can't turn the ball over. If I don't, we have the lead. My defense, I'm confident they'll get a stop. And, like, Dylan was screaming at defense wins championships during that game. You saw it. Like, you scored 18 points, you won the game. Yeah. Like, you don't need to have the best game of your life as a quarterback in that scheme, right?
Yeah.
So,
good recap.
Good analysis, Babylus. Yeah.
Yeah. D2?
Yeah.
D2.
Talk about D1
We'll let you guys know our picks. Later on.
Stay tuned.
Or just come back after.
No. Continue watching now.
So, I got to say, one of the shockers of this weekend, that Jaff...
You didn't call it. You didn't pick nice CDs.
I didn't pick nice TDs, but you guys looked at me because I said nice TDs can give a run to for their money to Jagger Bomber. You looked at me like I was a dum-dum. Like, you legit looked at me like that's the last time we're invited dum-dum on the show.
It's the only reason you're on the show again.
Touche. Don't tell him that, though. Impressive win by nice CDs, to say the least.
If
I'm not surprised. No, I won't say I won't do my Nate Diaz impression now. But nice TDs have ballers.
Yagram averaging over 40 points a game.
How many did he score?
12. They did not choose the game to not show up on offense because their defense did their part, right? Like, holding nice TDs to 19 points, which should have been enough to win that game, knowing this offense scores 40 points a game. Even Chris threw 2 picks in his game. Simon threw 1. Crazy. Like, I didn't see much of this game. I saw Ben getting a touchdown, his only catch of the game.
Crazy catch, you said, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty sick catch. It was like, I didn't know what the route was. I only saw the catch. It was like back of the end zone, close to the sideline. He hauled it in, got his feet in. Yeah, it was actually the first touchdown of the game.
They took the lead, 6-0, nice TDs.
Nice TDs were actually up 7-0. And then Jagerbomb took a 12-7 lead. And then touchdown Marvin, 19-12 game.
Our boy Marvin coming in clutch with those TDs.
Respect, playoff Marvin. For me, I'm just looking at the stats and like, if you don't take away the yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and everything, to see Simon DeChesney go 23 of 42.
Wait, time out. If you take away what? Touchdown, completions, interceptions. If you take away Simon, if you take away the quarterback.
Look at the white screen.
Yeah, if you take away the receivers.
If you just look at completions and attempts, to see Simon DeChesney go 23 of 42 is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
You're actually right.
That's barely over 50%.
Quick maths.
I mean, if you completed 23 passes, you think he attempted max 30, right?
Yeah, about.
Did you? No, you were Thunder Buddies against Red Raiders because I didn't watch the game. I don't know. Like, do we know if it was drops? Do we know if it was incompletions?
I spoke to a couple of people and it was just like it wasn't clicking. It wasn't working.
It was an off day.
Simon was off that day.
Yeah.
Like, it was just not his game.
There's a reason why we're not in the NFL, right? Like, sometimes we're gonna come in the field and nothing's working.
Yeah.
Like, legit nothing's working. Your game against Iron Wolves, nothing was working, and then a couple hours later, you showed up Thunder Buddies against Red Raiders. So like, it's gonna happen, right? Like, like, we're gonna have an off day from time to time. It's just sad that it happened in a playoff game against nice TDs.
Yeah, no, it's a good analysis. Yeah, it's tough. Long season for them, it would have been like, I think we thought we were going to see the Thunder Buddies Jagerbomb.
I told you after the game, Jagerbomb lost, and you looked at me like...
I looked at you like you were an alien. So, come on, Jeff. Like, what happened? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
And this was 4-1, right? So...
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What did you think? 4-1 players?
Yeah, that's what I was like, wait, was something I don't know? Was there only 5 players there?
Yeah, Simon was playing on his own. That's why if you take away receivers, take away his touchdowns, take away his... That's why he went 22 for... I don't know how many, but yeah.
My man.
But we gotta give props to nice TDs.
Oh,
right?
100%.
I mean, holding any team to 12 points in a flag football game is crazy.
Yeah.
Doing it to like one of the best offenses, like one of the favorites, a number 1 seed, that's like mind-boggling. So like...
Would you put Chris in your top 3 DC in the whole league, defensive caller? Like, because I have Dylan number 1. It's not even a debate.
I would.
And then Chris would be in your top 3?
I would have Dylan at 1. And Chris would be 2.
It's hard to argue. Smooth is up there too.
Maybe not this year, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe not this year, but yeah. No, yeah, I think I'm okay with Chris on number 2.
You guys know for a fact Chris calls the D on that team?
It's a good question.
I would assume so, but you know it's because like he's playing quarterback
I
and like
I know it's a fact.
Like someone confirmed this?
No, but
Okay.
like
if
who's on that team could call defense and Chris would go, yeah, I'd do that.
I'll tell you one thing: if Jagerbomb scored 12 points on nice CDs, it ain't Marvin calling defense.
Marvin scored 2 touchdowns though. Gotta give him props.
And you got a pick too.
Yeah,
facts.
My guy. But no, I'm like, I don't need confirmations.
Okay.
It's Chris.
Okay.
If I'm not right,
I'm not saying it's not. I would assume that.
If it's not Chris, I owe you both of you guys McDonald's.
Just like if the answer's not false, it's true. Like it's just something you know, right?
Exactly.
Is it a fact? Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but my question was like, do you guys know it's confirmed?
I know it was Chris just as much as I know Tyreek Hill's going to get over 100 receiving yards in his next game.
Facts. So it's Chris, yes, to answer your question.
Okay. Anything else to say about that game?
Kind of got distracted, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. No, we have to say more. So Ben...
A few things. One, definitely biggest upset of the weekend for me in all the divisions combined.
Biggest upset of the season.
Potentially.
For you guys.
Yes, and I think that... So, yes, nice TDs have a good defense. We know that. But I think it's impressive to see them win this game, because if you would have told me nice TDs won this game, I wouldn't have said it would have been like this. I thought it would have been a shootout where Chris played lights out, just because I have a hard time seeing a Jagerbomb team score less than 30 points.
Yeah.
So I think the way they won this game too is impressive, because we've seen them beat us, Thunder Buddies, while putting up a bunch of points, and this one they scored 19 and hold on. It was similar to the Outlaws 18 game, right?
Yeah.
Both offenses are not clicking. Both defenses are playing well. I think even the way that Nice Cities won this game is impressive.
In the last 2 weeks of the season, sorry Terry to cut you up. In the last 2 weeks of the season, Jagerbomb combined for 110 points, and they scored 12 in this one.
Not to hate on Nice TDs, but if you would have asked me a couple of weeks ago or after Day's injury, who does not make the playoffs besides Spritz Gang, my other answer would have been Nice TDs.
It was my answer. Like,
Marvels and Tanan, to me, at that point after Day's injury, with all the uncertainty, who's going to take over, what this team was going to be like and everything, were a better team than Nice TDs. And not only did they make the playoffs, they're in the finals right now.
that's quite the story.
Yeah. They went 1, 2, 3. They went 3-2 with Chris at quarterback.
No, didn't Dave get hurt against Thunder Buddies over here?
Yeah, week 5. So they went win, loss, win, win. 3-2. I don't know if you take into account the game
but the
against
Spritz
Thunder
Gang
Buddies.
game. Oh, you're not counting it during the season?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the season. Yeah. Before that playoff game.
Okay.
Like, Chris is a smart quarterback. He's a smart defensive caller. So, like, yes, kidding
And he
aside.
does have a D2 championship already.
Yeah, facts. He knows how to win, right? He knows how to win. Marvin knows how to win. He won a bunch of championships in Division 1. They have some players who've been in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
They've been playing together for a long time. And then you add Laurent to the mix. You add Gabriel Côté to the mix. That's why, last week I actually called for Jagerbomb to win that game. If I would have had to bet money, I would have bet on Jagerbomb. But the first thing I said is I wouldn't be surprised if Nice City pulled it off, because those names are big names in the league. They've been in the league for a long time, and that's why they've been able to pull the upset. And it's not going to be an easy matchup for Thunder Buddies in the final. I said it last week for Jagerbomb, and I'm going to say it again for this week. There's no walk in the park when you're playing against Chris, Laurent, Marvin, and all those guys.
Especially the way that Thunder Buddies defense played against Red Raiders.
Yeah.
Facts. So, jump to this game?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So as much as I spoke about Mike's stats in that 18 game, looking at his stats here, 25 for 37, 250 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think 6 points off of converts. You'd think that's the quarterback that won the game, right?
Yeah.
He literally did not do anything wrong. He didn't score at the end of the first half when he only had, I think, how much time was left there? Like 40 seconds. And he didn't score at the end of the game when he had also 40 seconds. So it was literally only 2 drives he did not score on. He scored on every other drive when he had at least a minute to drive the field. And Thunder Buddies did not have an answer to stop that offense, right? And early on in the game, they didn't have an answer to stop their converts either, right? Like, the Red Raiders took a 16-6 lead. You're up 2 touchdowns to 1, but you already made it a 2-possession game based on those converts, right?
It's crazy. When you start a game with touchdown, 2-point convert, touchdown, 2-point convert, touchdown, 2-point convert, it's perfect, right?
It feels like you're down by a bunch.
Yeah.
It really feels like you're down by a bunch.
Yeah.
It was 24-12, but they only scored 3 touchdowns.
That was At this point in the game, I remember looking at Terry on the sideline and I went, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to have from this point on, we needed to have a perfect game. And I feel that's what we did, but Red Raiders didn't make it easy at all.
Not only did it put the pressure on the offense for needing to score, you needed your defense to step up at some point and force a mistake, right? Like, you would think you'd throw that pick, or like if some receiver would pop it up in the air. But then, like, getting that touchdown before the end of the second half, being within 6 and going for 1, like, I was gonna say go for 1, but you made that decision before.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about it after. I was like, what made you want to go for 1?
I think like you get first of all, the 2-point converts weren't working for us. It was 24-18 at that point. You get the 1-point convert, you make it 24-19. The next touchdown, you're in the lead.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, okay, I just want to take the lead in this game. Let's get one now and then double dip in the
get
second
a convert that works. Yeah. Great minds think alike, eh?
Hey.
Sometimes.
Yeah, really.
Andrew balling out, having over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dylan, after their second or third touchdown, I think, he threw a 2-point convert to Dom in the corner
across the
crossbody.
Yeah.
Then he turned to the sideline, looked at me and Steve, and he went, I do this shit. And then... Like, it was a really nice ball. And then I remember at that moment, I looked at him. I'm like, there's no way I'm losing against that guy back-to-back games. So that's why we stepped it up after. But, yeah, Dylan played amazingly good. 9 receptions, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you have the brother who followed up with 5-26 and 2 2-point converts that were huge.
Just to, sorry to cut you up, but it adds to what you're saying about Dylan. Like, during the game plan coming up to this week, usually when you have a double quarterback, you want the ball in the non-quarterback's hands, right?
Yeah.
Like, on a double quarterback, you want to make sure the rusher zones on the quarterback and make sure he does not get the ball back with time and space. But in this case, Dylan is just as good as a thrower than Mike on those 2-point converts, right? I think he had more. Yeah. I think connected on more 2 points than Mike on the season.
He did.
And obviously it goes to their chemistry and like who has the ball when. Mm-hmm. But like Dylan is a dangerous thrower, and we did not want him to have the ball just as much as we don't want Mike to have the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's pick your poison, right?
Exactly.
In that case. Let's
not forget about our boy Rob Boyd, balling out, player of the week. 13 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns.
But like, are you surprised?
Fine wine.
No.
Fine wine. Hey, Willie?
Touche.
Yeah, are you? I'm not surprised.
Honestly, you look at Rob, and he's past his prime, right? He's still a very good player in the MFL, but he's not the dominant player he once was.
Yeah.
But for me, why the connection between him and I works so well is I find he's incredibly intelligent at knowing when to cut his route short, when to take his route deeper, how to get open. He's not the quickest guy, he's not the fastest guy, he's not the most athletic guy, but he has solid hands. You put the ball near him, he's going to catch it 9 times out of 10.
High IQ.
And that's what he just has a high football IQ, and a lot of times you could say, okay, if he's in front of me, can I cut it shorter? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, Rob, I trust you, do your thing. And our connection was great in this game, just like it was last season when we won the championship in Division 3 there. Rob was huge in this game.
And it's funny you say he's past his prime, but he's still above average. He's still better than half the players in the whole MFL. Yeah. And that's why he led Thunder Buddies in receptions. He led us in yards. And he was up there in touchdowns because Rob doing Rob things. And yes, 13 receptions, 89 yards. 2 touchdowns. I feel like I read that stat line 7 times this season.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again.
It was like a quiet 13 receptions.
It was legit quiet. Mm-hmm. It was legit quiet, but you weren't surprised.
When you think about it, after he was moving the chains, he was getting those important catches.
Yeah.
Another guy, McSweeney, I feel he only catches touchdowns. Yeah. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns this game. I feel it happens so often that he has I think he led Thunder Buddies in touchdowns this season with 10 on about 30 receptions. But yeah, I still... when you think of overall this game, I feel it's not a stretch that Red Raiders outplayed Thunder Buddies.
Especially in the first 10 minutes
I think Red Raiders played a better game for a longer period of time than Thunder Buddies in this game.
Facts.
They were more on for a longer period than Thunder Buddies in this game. Thinking about this game, I feel they maybe deserve the win more. They played a better game. Thunder Buddies at the beginning were asleep, weren't connecting on converts, miscommunication on defense. Red Raiders scoring easily. So to come out, I remember at one point when I saw that Night Cities were winning against Jagerbaum, everyone predicted a Jagerbaum Thunder Buddies final. It might be a Red Raiders Night Cities final, right?
Right.
And we get to see another explosive fireworks game, right? So up until the last touchdown, Mike scored to take a lead by a 1-point lead with 4 minutes left. Thunder Buddies got the ball back, scored just under a minute. That drive was just so important. You scored on every offensive drive, and you needed to score even. Well, we needed to score even on that final drive. That was a crazy tight game.
It was it was fun, nerve-wracking. That last drive, Dave Godukovsky came up freaking huge. And I know he only had 5 catches in this game, but he had the game-winning TD number 1, and he had a huge catch on 3rd and 10 when I was in trouble. I was rolling to my right. He came back, adjusted his route, and got the first down. I texted him afterwards because he was huge. Honestly, if I know I played well and Rob played well statistically, but if I have the one game ball, it's going to Dave just because of how important 2 of his catches were on that last drive.
As much as Rob had a quiet 13 receptions, those 5 receptions that Dave had, huge. Every time I felt loud. It was loud.
Yeah.
It was legit loud. Yeah. No, Dave is really a really good receiver. He can play in the wide. He can play in the slot. I'm waiting for him to snap eventually.
Yeah, seriously. We know he can throw.
So, a really, really, really good player for us, and came up huge in that game.
Any last things you guys want to say about Red Raiders before we preview the finals as much as we can?
I think it was a great season for them. There were times where we weren't sure if they were going to make the playoffs, right? They had to win that last game of the season, beat 10 ounce, and they put up a heck of a fight in this one. So it'll be exciting to see them back in in Division 2 next season.
Yep.
Yeah, usually the games they lost had played poorly, but this is actually a game that they played really well
They did.
and then they come out on top. Now let's preview as much as we can that finals. Interestingly enough, since the Thunder Buddies franchise was created, this is their 7th season. It's the 7th straight final that Thunder Buddies are in.
Really?
Thunder Buddies have never not made the finals. Starting from a Division 5 team,
Yeah.
winning Division 5 on their 3rd try because they lost 2 finals in a row.
Yeah.
Then winning Division 4 on their 2nd try. Then winning Division 3 on their 2nd try. Now it's their first season in Division 2
Damn.
and in the finals again.
Wow.
So if we win, we have to go to D1, is what you're saying.
Well, not necessarily. Just
Eventually.
cut some players and make sure we stay.
Well, you look at the matchup. Nice CD's Thunder Buddies. We split during the regular season.
Yeah.
1-1. First time was a very tight game that Thunder Buddies squeaked away with. Second one was not. It was a game where Thunder Buddies looked like a Division 5 team that was bottom of the standings. And
I heard some players thought they were playing soccer in the field instead of football.
yeah, there was a few punts in the game. It was pretty
Miss
cool to see some punts. I think Steve knows what we're alluding to there. But Nice CD's had a heck of a game in that one. And I see this game going more similar to the first one and it being tight. Not necessarily that's going to be Thunder Buddies' victory, but I don't think this game is going to finish over 2 possessions by when the final whistle blows.
Yeah.
Crazy that there could be so many storylines. If Steve quarterbacks this game, it could be like a winter rematch, Steve against Chris. If Will quarterbacks this game, it's going to be a Will versus Chris, Iron Wolves, boys game. So like,
If Jaff quarterbacks, no, that's not
Then-
gonna
then
happen.
Everybody's
Thunder
gonna
lose.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe Simo's going to quarterback this team, stick it to his old team.
Hey, true, eh?
Surprise, surprise!
You never know. You never know.
Chris was asking me after the game, who's quarterback for you? I'm not gonna tell you, Chris. Can't wait to see you next week, Chris. But for real, Nice TD's a bunch of guys on that team that we know really well. You've played with Chris for a long time. I played with Marvin for a long time. Then you have Simon basically having his drama club team against him for that game. You have Laurent in the mix, your old teammate also. Then obviously the big Chris against Steve. What's the
matchup?
Yeah, but rivalry that we were looking for that we had in that winter season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun game. Like, as much as that Ray Raider game was really, really fun to play, I feel like we're gonna have a lot more fun in that Nice TD's.
It's going to be chirpy, eh?
Yeah, it's gonna be chirpy.
Yeah, but like a pleasant chirpy.
Yeah, a pleasant chirpy.
It's pretty pleasant when Andrew talks on the field.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah,
It's
I know.
tough to beat. It's tough to beat.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's tough to beat.
I just said he would come watch some of the games though if he'll be there.
So, like, interestingly enough, Next He's had 44 touchdowns in the season. 30 were to Marvin and Laurent. This is a very top-heavy team. I feel both on offense and on defense.
So we're gonna go look for Brian and Nico in the red zone.
Yeah.
And then leave.
I really feel like I'm going to put my analysis on because it kind of sucks if we can't preview any of this game since we're
Yeah.
all in it. But, like, for Nice Cities to win this game, they need to have some depth and, like, have those secondary receivers, like, step up and do some damage as well, because we obviously know that, like, Marvin and Laurent are the two go-to guys, right? Combining for 125 receptions. That's a lot of catches amongst just two guys, right?
Seriously.
And like you said, Chris is a smart quarterback. He could use those legs that are still functional, even though he's always saying they're broken.
Yeah.
Like, Chris played, I think, every game for, like, every team he was on this season. But every week, he was not supposed to be there the next week, playing on 3 teams. It's crazy because, like, he knows, like, he's so talented. He knows when to run, when to skip the rusher.
Yeah.
And those no-look passes still work every time.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
what a football coach just preaches not to do. Throw off body, a cross body, no look, but he completes them.
I heard that no look. Mahomes took it from Chris.
Chris,
Actually, it's not the other way around.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if that I can't confirm, but that's what I heard.
I mean, we all know that MFL beats NFL any day of the week.
Especially the overtime.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Good call. That'd be cool if the NFL adopted that. Maybe like converts. Hey, maybe John's doing something right.
I feel that Thunderbirds are more well-rounded as the receiver group, right? Like, you don't know who's going to... Like, obviously, we have ballers. We have guys that play Division 1. We have guys that play Division 3. But, like, all around, like, you don't have, like, that 1-2 punch in the same sense that, like, Nice Cities do. Like, plenty of guys with a lot of receptions, a lot of yards. and that's something that Nice City have to watch out for, right? I could see this being a very high scoring game. I could see it being like the team that gets the first stop or the quarterback makes the first pick loses this game, and I could see it going either way. Like I was shocked that Jagerbaum lost in the way they lost Nice Cities.
I agree.
And I think all the credit goes to Nice Cities for that game. And that's what makes them scary now coming in the finals, right? And this team has won a Division 2 final with like practically the same roster.
Yeah.
And to make it to the finals now, like Chris won D2 last year with Red Zone.
Yeah.
So
true.
Coming off a D2 championship, now he controls like his own fate at the quarterback position.
Yeah. He loves to be in that position.
Yeah. He doesn't have his Andrew though this time around.
Not
that he had him with Red Zone, but he had him last time Nice Cities won the championship.
That's true.
He has his Marvin. It's as good.
Do you remember who Nice Cities beat last time they won the D2 championship?
OG?
Seventh rounders.
Seven rounders. Yeah, I had us. Us.
Yeah.
They beat us in the final.
Was it close?
They beat OG Panthers in the playoffs by a lot too a couple of times. So like,
it was our second season, I believe, in the league.
Yeah,
as seven rounders. I didn't know Chris back. Like I saw him on the field, right? Andrew was a receiver. We didn't know he was that fast. I swear to God, that final, we put maybe 4 different players on him to try to cover him.
We put guys that were fast on him.
fast on him.
Fast.
And Andrew was fast. He was fast. And yeah, it was a tough.
So it was close for the first 2 drives, I think, and then.
Well, that's all you can ask for, right? Even though it's a 12-drive game.
But yeah, hopefully it won't happen again. Because I'm Willie now.
Excited. Will be a good one.
Yep. Can't wait.
What else can we say?
Bring your friends. Bring Habepti. Bring Mags if she wants to come. I'll bring my cat. Hopefully he's available. And that's what it is.
No, it's. I want just want to add one last thing. It's really nice to see older players like Chris and Rob in that final. What I mean by that,
also old.
Yeah, but not as old. If I can be half as good as Rob and Chris at their age, like give me the deal right now, I'll take it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I know, like it started as a jab to them, but it's actually a props to you guys.
Yeah,
they're what, like 86 years old?
Like Chris is my dad's age, and my dad like breaks a sweat when he gets it. grabs the remote from like when it's not next to right him, you know. Like he makes my sister go like grab a glass of Jack Daniels.
Shout out Papa Baba Lisa.
So like yeah.
Hey honey, grab the chips.
D3?
Yeah.
Master Chiefs?
Master Chiefs. There's Idaho. There's Double Dippers.
Idaho.
There's Iron Wolves. Division 3.
So like
do the wolf, Willie.
No, but I can't. I'm not a wolf.
Oh, you're a Master Chief. You just did it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't do it as well as I would.
But I can't ask you to do a Master Chief. What's like a Master Chief?
It's a Master Chief.
Oh, goodness.
Do the Master Chief, Willie.
That's a victory chant. I don't know what that was.
I think it's the first time in like over a month that you're gonna edit it.
No, I'm definitely keeping that in. But you want me to edit it out?
No, it's chill. A little awkward, but this makes your show great.
So, were you at all worried 7 minutes to the game against Raw Sauce when they took a 7-0 lead?
Worried, no. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. We had played against Raw Sauce once during the season. We had won that game, but Raw Sauce was coming in hot. They were coming in like Raw Sauce. They had won 2 straight games, and I think the score is not as, it doesn't really tell the story because this game was fairly close. At halftime, the game was close. There were times in the game where we needed to get a score. We ended up getting stopped. But yeah, we ended up winning this game by 21 points. We doubled them up there, but it was a lot closer than that. And I think that
I think scoring on the last drive of the first half and then scoring on your first drive of the second half is what took this game away.
Yeah.
Ross's first drive took 9 minutes.
There was 2 fourth down penalties, and there was 3 penalties on that drive.
Yeah, I heard you weren't happy with those penalties.
I accepted one when I wasn't happy with, and the other one was 50-50.
Who called it? Kevin or
no? John.
It was Kevin and John.
Yeah, John was flag happy. Like he was putting flags out of his butt, bro. He threw a flag. There was no more flag. He grabbed one out of his butt and throw it, and then like. But it's hard being on the sideline and like watching that. It's nerve wracking.
Why weren't you on the field?
We have a rotation. We got 10 guys.
Did you play a little defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
We rotate.
But who did John ref with? Wasn't
Kevin?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was Kevin.
He score kept with Nick and then you at the second half.
Yeah, it was Kevin.
Okay.
You're making me doubt myself.
Me
now.
too.
But no, it's Kevin.
Okay.
It was Kevin.
You sure?
Was it Kevin?
Shoot, it definitely wasn't Kevin.
It wasn't Kevin.
It was Gabby?
Was it Owie?
Oh,
It was Gabby.
I had John on the sideline with me. Oh yeah, it was Gabby. It
was
wasn't
Gabby.
Kevin. Yeah, John was next to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kevin.
Was
Who
it
said
Gabby?
Kevin?
Kevin was with me.
Who's
in the other
Kevin?
game.
It was Gabby, right?
It was John on the line,
He was to the right, so yes.
and it was Gabby.
Gabby, it was Gabby.
Gabby on the
100% it was Gabby.
Why did you just?
Because I remember he threw a flag once I didn't agree with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be that. But you're right. It wasn't. Like it was closer than what the score indicates. Because I remember I came in because me and Nick were arguing about who wanted to score keep that game, and I came in. We just agreed after that we're gonna do one half each.
Yeah.
And I came in at the end of the first half because my first half the other game ended earlier, and it was a tie game, or you were down.
At halftime, no, we were up.
No,
but-
before the half.
No, before the half. No, you
Okay.
were down 7-6, and you
Okay.
had ball.
Okay.
And then you scored with 8 seconds left. It wasn't an easy drive. You actually struggled. So you got to the second half up 14-7, but you were down most of the second half, most of the first half, and I blinked,
Yeah.
and you were up by 3 positions.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
And I want to mention Benjamin Denis. I don't know how, but he gets open.
Yeah.
Like he's a 7-Eleven store.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's always open, and you don't know why.
He's probably
Because
my Robin in
Yeah, I was
Division 2
gonna
when I
say
threw with
that.
Thunder Buddies.
But then I see Rob's on this roster. So
Rob doesn't
Rob-
play all that much O
Okay.
because he's a defensive play caller.
Okay. Yeah.
He got 70 receptions for 80 yards and 3 touchdowns.
70 receptions would be impressive. but he actually
Seven.
got
Seven.
receptions.
Sorry. 7 receptions for 80 yards and 3
3
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Like,
And huge touchdowns. He got the one at the end of the half to put us up.
yeah, he's not the fastest.
No.
He's not the tallest.
No.
He has good hands.
Yeah.
Not crazy good hands, but
No.
he has good hands.
Between good and a bit above good.
But he's always open.
Yeah.
How? I don't play with him. I never played with him. But like in the huddle, does he look at you and he goes, "William, open"?
He's
throw
a
me the ball?"
smart player, similar to Rob. He knows how to get open. He often tells me plays that will be open, and they are open, and they
Wow.
work.
So high IQ.
Yeah.
Flag is a chess game. It's a chess game.
Mental. What's pretty cool in this game is Jeremy, arguably our best receiver, right? He plays Division 1, getting 1 catch in this game, and we're still able to put up 42 points. I think it shows how deep our Chiefs team is.
Yeah.
Jeremy caught our first pass of the game,
45-yard bomb.
and then nothing afterwards.
Are you serious?
Yeah, didn't complain, didn't ask for the ball.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why don't you have more balls?
he already has 2.
That was your best one.
Thank you. And I don't know for a fact. It's possible he has 1 or 3. That'd be weird. But we didn't need to. And he was a good player. He was a good teammate. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Wow.
Sorry to make things awkward, Jeremy.
Now people are going to go to the field on Saturday. Hey, Jay, how many balls do you have? I have 1 in my bag. What do you mean?
I don't ask Ryan McSweeney about those type of jokes because he'll go off.
I don't want to.
I won't comment any further.
Why?
I'm really,
Master Chiefs, you guys know what I'm talking about.
he had to ask.
Well,
why,
you
right?
brought it up.
I
Don't
know,
bring it up if you
it's
don't wanna ask.
confidential.
We'll ask him on the field.
Yeah, do that.
So you want to say something else about that game? Rossas,
I'm happy with the way they ended the season. Not with the last year, but I'm saying they win the 2 games. I mean, obviously I'm happy they lost this game because they played against us, but I'm happy they won the last 2 games, got in, and Ludwig made some strides. And this is a good core. When you got Ludwig, when you got
Gab Boucher now.
Gab Boucher, Yvon Desjardins in this game, and just the amount of balls. You also got Antoine Théroux, arguably the best rusher in this division.
Yeah.
It's a good squad.
Gab Boucher made a sick catch for a touchdown.
Yes.
Like he mossed 2 people at the same time, I think, and he went like this after. It was.
Oh, yeah? He did a
Yeah.
wheelie?
It was a sick catch. He's a baller.
Oh yeah.
He is a
Yeah.
certified baller.
D1 talent.
Yeah, Yvon, that squad too, being like Yvon. We know Yvon. He's been a talent for a long time now in the league. And it just, for me right now, for Rossas, for next season, for them to get to like the next level, Ludo has, and I said it before in the show, he has to get better in that 0 to 8 yard game completions.
Yeah.
Because his deep ball is there. He loves it, but he loves it too much. He has to complete those 5 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards. Like, if it's not there, it's not there. Throw it to your center, throw it to your slot, get the completion, like, take what the defense is giving you, and move on from that. Because he was trying to force the ball too much in the second half. He was trying to go for the big play every time.
I think once you're down, you feel you got to air it out. It's like NFL teams that stop running the ball.
Yeah, but like he doesn't need to do that all the time, and he needs to learn how to take care of the ball because he has everything to be a good quarterback, right?
Yeah.
He's tall, he has a good arm. He just has to get smarter, have a better IQ, football IQ, and I think it's the only thing Russells are missing to get into that next level. Because I think they have the talent to go Division 2. Easy. They just need, they have the talent on paper. They have the talent.
They're missing depth.
But they have the rusher. They're top heavy with Ivan Gaboucher.
Yeah.
And they have also what's the name of the rusher? He's also really good offensively.
Yes.
He caught a 3-yard hook. He took it to the house. Like,
I just find out to say that team that won like 3 games in Division 3 has the talent to go Division 2. You know, like if that.
I would say they have the talent to win Division 3.
Even there was Division 2 gotten so strong. Like.
They won 4 games.
Yeah, 2 against Panache.
I don't know. I feel like when
they only beat 1 playoff team all season long. They had 1 win against a playoff team.
Well, yeah, but they went toe to toe for a whole half against arguably one of the best team in the whole division. Like, I think they're good. They can get a lot better. They just have to.
I think they're definitely better than their record indicates.
Yeah, by far.
Then saying they're a D2 team is a little stretch for me.
Not right now, and not maybe like next week, but I think eventually that's the goal for them, right? It's to win Division 3 and to go up. You always like look to get better and to get to the next level, to get to the next division. A couple of seasons ago, they were playing against their buddies. It wasn't the same team, obviously. It wasn't the same quarterback, but still, like, it's a team that got up a division. They went from 4 to 3.
Yeah, that was Division 3 at the time, which is maybe the equivalent of 4 right now.
Yeah, and now they have to get that chess game type of offense, and
they also lost a close game to Jagerbaum the next season when it was Jagerbaum Thunder Buddies round 1. Like, they were the semifinalists against Jagerbaum when Thunder Buddies beat Average Joe's in the other semifinal that season.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but after that, it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I believe in them. Ludo, prove them wrong.
Other semifinal?
That's why I kept picking them. Yeah, a similar team to Ross that's always up and down is Double Dippers. I'm happy I picked Double Dippers in this one. I just had a feeling. And we saw the good Leon Holder, and we saw Saplitsky go Saplitsk nuts.
Was that the game that you were with me for half the game?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Go what?
Saplitsky went Saplitsk nuts.
And what's the question you asked him?
That was the game that you were with me for half the game.
Yes.
So that first half that Jaff was there, the score was 7-6. The score of the second half was 32-21 when Jaff left me and gave me Nick.
He just needed me to leave.
Crazy. And talk about Saplitsky going Saplitsk nuts.
Yeah.
I think he had at least 2...
like that one.
At least 2 45 bombs. 45 there.
140 yards.
What was that all about?
That was perfect. I just want to get it out of the way.
And what if it spilled?
Bro,
It didn't. Just tell me it didn't
spill.
How many 45 touchdowns did Saplitsky? How many touchdowns did Saplitsky have?
2.
Okay. One was for 45 yards, and why can't I find the other one? Oh, they only just 3 yards. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Sorry. He was supposed to have another 45-yard touchdown.
Okay. Taking it away?
No. Simon Baudouin kind of tackled from behind and pulled him down.
You want to slide this
and I was arguing it should have been last man back, but Kevin was the referee, the field judge, and he was much closer. And he kind of said that given that the receiver made contact prior to, like, it was true. Simon was all over Alex on that one. Like, he was literally on his back, like, as a backpack, while Alex was running to catch the ball. He caught the ball and he just, like, tackled him to the ground.
Okay.
Wow.
And Kevin did not want to call last man back touchdown on that.
Okay.
I don't know what reason, but in my opinion it was. But Kevin was the field judge. I left him take the call. Yeah, to make the call. That's why I had a second bomb in mind because like Leon just like launched it and he was going to get it. And Simon Baudouin is like one of the fastest players in that division.
Yeah,
you know
in the league.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think he had 9 picks in 6 games.
Yeah.
So this game was very low scoring at the beginning. It took up to the last 2 minutes of the first half for Double Dippers get their first touchdown to go up 6-0 on a 4th down completion from Leon to Marco.
You know what they say? When it rains, it pours.
And then Bins,
I don't think he knows what that means.
Yes, I know.
everyone knows what that means.
Okay.
And then Bin, who hadn't done anything all first half, on the very next play get a 45 bomb to make it 6-6 and then 7-6 going into the half.
Jeff, when?
When it rains, it pours.
So then the score was 14-6 for Bin because they got the ball start the second half and scored.
Okay.
They kind of double dipped there.
Mm-hmm. They
On
double dippers.
On Double Dippers.
Good one, Terry.
So Leon's in the red zone now.
Probably looked at that like Saturday and he put it into his
know,
notes and he
I-
went, I'm going to say that thing!
So Leon's in the red zone. Big 4th down. Change rushers. Smo goes into rush. Smo's really fast. Leon's a big body. Leon throws on his back foot. Smo kind of bumps him. Interception. Roughing the passer gets called.
Wow.
Yours.
On the very next play, Double Dipper score to make it 14-12. Some would say that was the turning point of the game, but at that point, Bin still had the lead.
Yeah.
What do they do on their next possession?
Not a pick.
They throw a pick.
Shoot.
Very next play, 45 bomb to Alex.
Holy.
Double Dippers are Bin are still very well in this game because
Yeah.
they didn't get no convert. It's only 18-14 after getting that roughing the passer,
Right.
after throwing a pick. What do they do on the very next drive?
Pick!
By our boy Rich.
He had 2 picks that game.
Yeah, well, he had a pick,
And a pick 6, right?
and then after his pick, Leon scores again, and then he gets a pick 6.
And he got player of the week.
So it's just a series of unfortunate events. But after that, like after the penalty, like Bin were still up by 2 points with the ball.
Yeah.
Their quarterback throws 3 back-to-back pick 6.
Wow.
Pretty sure that's what made you
Pick-
lose the game.
Pick 6.
Yeah.
When
Double
you have
Dippers.
the lead.
Double Dippers defense coming up clutch.
Yeah, and a good effort from William Tremblay in the
Yeah, that
in the
guy's a
loss.
baller.
He is a baller.
That guy's a baller.
He's really, really good. 8 receptions, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is really, really, really good. Another D1 talent, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. He's that good. He's that good.
Always love to see that.
Someone's gonna snatch him soon to play D1, if it's not D2 for sure. Yeah, like you mentioned at the beginning, the good Leon showed up.
Late.
But he showed up. Over 250 yards. Yeah, he showed up late. But that's Leon. He has to show up late.
So
to
they
be
started
good.
on defense first?
No, they started on offense.
But he was running with his.
They called a timeout, and
yeah.
he made on the field for the first play.
He ran with a.
But-
he was running with his coat on and like his bag in his hand and.
The game
If
was
the
started.
game started at 8 p.m., do you think he'd be on time?
No,
No.
the game was starting in a minute, and they didn't know if Leon was coming, and they were wondering who's gonna start.
my
They're like, okay, like does Manu go? Who starts quarterback?
It was that bad. But he came in late and he threw for over 250 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. It's really, really tough to lose a game when you have that stat line.
Some would say impossible.
I mean, Red Raiders did it.
Touche.
So that's why I said it's really, really tough and not impossible.
Yeah.
Some would say it's impossible.
Yeah,
But
maybe,
it's not.
Maybe you would, but it's
Yeah.
not.
No, I'm not some. I'm him.
Very good one. For a good one. Like it's been 6 in a row that they were bad. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yay, Willie! Maybe you deserve to order yourself some McDonald's since you forgot to do it before.
Oh, fudge, it's true. You order this time.
Why? I don't want any.
Terry, you want to order?
Sure.
No, I'll order. Just continue.
He said sure.
No. It's okay, I'll order.
Okay, give me something.
Yeah.
Do we have something else?
Make sure never getting get 3 of them. Just order for yourself and do times 3.
So that's it for the recap.
Yeah.
Matchups for this week. Double dip going against Idaho U. The pimp. And we have you're going against Irewolves. Master Chief.
Do the wolf, only do the wolf.
No, wolf down! Boo, 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 boo! Bad wolf! No wolf! Go in the corner, wolf! Bad wolf!
I'm gonna put a note to edit out when you did the wolf a couple of videos ago.
When what?
Put the wolf for Willie.
You know what? They kicked me out of the Iron Wolves chat.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They leave Marvin in though?
No, we kicked them out. But
Before or after?
before the playoffs. So they politely asked me to leave, so I left. I said okay, but I said after the game, add me back in.
What if you guys would have beat Gold Cook?
No, then they wouldn't have kicked me out. Or maybe they would have created a second group chat for D3. But yeah, I'm out of the group chat, so I don't know what they're saying.
Double
Okay,
Dippers
okay.
Idaho.
Okay, so let's preview the semifinals right now. Double Dippers Idaho. The Idaho had the 1 seed, the bye, coming in facing a hot Double D?
without their quarterback.
True. Do we know who's quarterbacking for them?
Will you?
Double Dippers had their quarterback.
No, I'm talking about Idaho. They're coming in without their quarterback.
Yeah.
No, you okay there, buddy?
I don't,
Do you have?
I don't think.
Do you need a break, maybe?
That'd be helpful.
Do you have an insider?
I won't be throwing for them. That's the only thing I can say for sure.
Okay.
So these two teams played each other twice. Week 3, Idaho won 59-21. And then week 9, Double Dippers won 26-20, which was a shocker at the time. And it just goes to show what we have been talking about Double Dippers all season long. That up and down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think are the matchups to watch out for in this game?
It's really tough to analyze and to preview without knowing like who's gonna throw for.
So we may as well just not do it.
That's not what I meant. I'm just saying it. Like Brady is the heart and soul of that Idaho team, right?
Yeah, offensively and defensively.
Facts. So like for me, not knowing who's gonna be the quarterback, like I know I heard between the branches it's maybe Dave. I'm not sure. Let's assume it's not. Like how can you bet against Double Dipper in that situation, right?
Yeah.
Idaho not having a quarterback, even though if it's a really good quarterback, you don't have chemistry with those guys.
Yeah.
You don't know what type of offense they like to run. You never played against Double Dippers in the season, so like I'm not gonna say my pick right now because we're gonna do that later. But for me, it's gonna be Leon having to step up big time, and obviously the big guns on Double Dipper have to have another big game like they had against Ben.
I think the interesting part about this game is, not knowing who's going to quarterback for them. It's tough for Double Dippers to plan ahead in this one.
Yeah.
And I think that, of course, obviously you want Brady to play in this game. I don't think he's 100% ruled out. I think if he had a label, it'd be doubtful. I wouldn't be surprised to see him trying to. I really don't know the extent of his injury right now as we're recording. I hope he's able to throw, but obviously not at the risk of him re-injuring himself. But yeah, I think if Dave is able to quarterback, and we know Dave is able to quarterback that game, then that would be solid. Like Dave is obviously can keep QB a D3 team. I think he can start in D2 right now, and he's replaced Steve right in Division 1 sometimes for the Outlaws. So if they're able to get him at quarterback, that'd be great. But obviously we can't speculate here. What we do know is Leon will be the quarterback for Double Dippers, and I'm curious to see how he's able to score or not score against one of the best defenses in the division.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a fantasy player go from doubtful to active?
Rarely.
Have you ever seen it?
Not that I recall.
Me neither.
I don't think so either. And we do not know who's going to quarterback, but one thing that we do know is that whoever it will be, he'll have weapons. Because this Idaho team has 4 receivers over 400 yards, and they have 6 guys with at least 6 touchdowns.
Wow.
They got guys with 11, 6, 6, 6, 7, and 12 touchdowns on this team.
You got a bunch of wide receiver ones.
Yeah. You said Idaho has the best defense in the league?
I would say. Even like, I don't know what points against.
Points against don't mean anything, right? You're just.
I mean, they do, but if I'm looking top to bottom at athleticism, I'd say they're the best.
Are you saying that because it's the toughest defense against
that I had?
that you threw against in that division?
Definitely was.
I'll just put it this way to not humiliate you that much. Les Panaches had 1 more point against than Idaho. So you take a look at the standings, they're calling points against, and if you want to compare them to other teams.
They didn't necessarily have the best points against.
Yes.
I said the best defense in the division.
But at the same time, like, can you argue, like...
They had by far the best offense in the division.
Yeah, but they're putting up points, so they're going to give up points. Tomato, potato.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, you're the quarterback. You played in that division. You were the quarterback. You played against a bunch of defense. If, in your mind, it's one of the toughest.
Did you play
defense.
Yeah, I played against them.
Oh, you didn't play the second. You didn't play the second time.
No.
Did you say that because of Jerome? Does he play for Idaho?
Oh yeah,
he does.
Jerome picks off Will at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. So it's Jerome. It's not
the only game I lost this year at quarterback with Massachusetts was against them. So for me, I see the best division, best defense in the division.
It's tough to argue.
I mean, you still put up 38 against them while throwing 3.
Yeah, but sometimes you put up 38 and it's like a tough 38.
Because our defense also got 4 picks, so it was like our defense helping our offense. It was a cluster FUCK as a game. Yeah. So.
Anything else you want to say?
I think no matter who's quarterbacking in this game, it's a high-scoring game, even though I just complimented about their defense.
Yeah.
Over-under in this game, I would say 68.5.
Give me the under.
100% the under.
No hesitation whatsoever, huh? But at the same time, you guys had no hesitation last week to say that Jager Bomber were going to destroy an STD, so...
Some people are just smarter than others.
You said it.
Chiefs Arnolds?
Yep.
So you guys played them in the season?
Yep.
What happened there?
PO threw for us. I was not there. And Arnold's defense came to play. And so did their offense. Yeah, they won that game.
41-12.
Yeah, fairly easily.
You excited to face some teammates?
I'm excited. It's going to be a good match. I think it'll be cool. I'm curious to see how their defense will react to me throwing, and I'm curious to see how Rob is going to call our defense, knowing that I know a little bit of the Iron Wolves. But that's MFL, right? Is guys know other guys' tendencies, but it's still difficult to stop, right? It's an offensive league.
You're curious to see how Rob's going to call your defense, knowing that you know Iron Wolves?
Yeah. Because he may ask for some of my input.
So then you're not going to be curious to see because he's going to ask for your input before the game?
Boy, he may not ask
So
for
during
my
the game, you're like, oh shit, is Rob going to ask me before this play what I
He
recommend?
might. I don't know if it's
You guys
going to...
maybe talk about it before the game?
We don't do much planning on the Master Chiefs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually hard cap. We do a ton of planning.
There you have the best GM in the league. I hope to God you do a lot of planning.
Sometimes I look around and I see your phone has like a notification. I'm like, is that the Bible or?
Bro, I know what underwear I'm going to wear for Saturday.
That's Mike. Hey, but Mike Jazz is on how many playoff games this weekend?
3.
He has 3 semifinals.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Two isn't at 1 seed.
I think we should create a trophy, GM of the year.
Yeah.
Call it Mike Jazz right away and just give it to him.
I'm with it. Pluck his face on it.
John, make it happen.
Are there even going to be like actual trophies this year?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's medals.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they got them to get together. That'll be announced soon.
Cool.
So who's throwing for Iron Wolves? Iggy?
Iggy, yep. And the Iron Wolves have been on fire. Iggy's been on fire. Look at Iggy's stats this year in Division 3 at the quarterback position.
Like, you could have said how the Iron Wolves defense will adjust knowing that you know their play calls, or you could have said...
You're still on that?
Sometimes you can't let something go, huh? It's crazy.
You're still like me.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, continue.
Continue.
I'll cut you off again in 5
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
Yeah,
In 5 minutes, 5
Some
seconds.
Jinx. That's the third one. As I was saying, Iggy's been on fire for this squad at the quarterback position. Look at his stats throughout the year. He has a heck of a connection with Chris.
Looking at that TD to interception ratio, 34-5. That's nuts.
Yep.
Chris averaging almost 7 catches for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns a game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chris has 19 touchdowns.
I
The
think
rest of the receiver combined have 22.
I think what's crazy is Josh only playing 5 games, but every game he's played for them has been has
Big game for him.
Very impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, is Josh going to show up and he's going to be there? I think that's going to make a huge difference, right? Because like Josh is averaging almost the same stats as Chris. So it's as if you have like 2 top
Right.
guys, whereas he's not there. You only have 1.
Yeah, Josh is in.
Oh, you know for a fact?
Yep. Before I get to the chat, he put he was in.
Do you know if John is going to be able to play or still injured as a receiver?
I think.
No, I don't think he's going to play, though.
I think John's playing.
Yeah?
Yeah, John's playing.
Really?
Yes.
Like on God?
I mean, he gave the ref availabilities and he was not available the slot the Iron Wolves are playing.
Wow.
He just give you a big insight now. Better
Yes.
prepare for
But
John.
He also played the last week of the season for them. So I would just assume he wouldn't play.
He did? Well, I know who to pick on him when I throw.
Let's see what John's going to do about that.
That's a big body with big biceps. It's going to hard to throw.
Big body, not sure about those biceps.
He has huge biceps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bigger than mine.
Bro.
Bigger than like your waist.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, bro. John is a big body.
Too busy looking at his hair. Don't look at the biceps.
So, yeah. Iron
John
Wolves.
John does have 2 picks on his Iron Wolves defense in the limited offensive snaps that he has played.
And he also, when he's played defense for our squad, has been solid too in Division 1.
So
No,
what-
all kidding aside, he's a good defender.
like you just contradicted yourself in
Oh,
the
but-
span of like 15 seconds.
But that's what I do. I'm playing mind games with everyone.
Okay, not bad. I like that.
Thanks.
So having Chris as a receiver and
Yeah.
having Josh as a receiver
Mhm.
should be illegal in Division 3.
Fair. There's a lot of good talent in Div 3.
Yeah.
Well, they got Rooney, McSweeney, Bandini,
Avery.
Div 3. Is Div 3 stronger than Div 2 from like 2 years ago? If Div 3 right now is stronger than Div 2 2 years... No, not this year. Then like 2 years ago?
Well, like, define what... Like, let's remember how it was 2 years ago. Like,
because I feel like Div 3 got a lot stronger.
I would agree.
Like a lot stronger.
Like
and
a lot
a lot stronger. And Div 2 this year looks like Div 1 3 years ago.
Yeah. But Div 1 didn't get much stronger. It kind of like got weaker, if anything, right?
Yeah.
Because the parity's like crazy.
Less, yeah.
Yeah.
Party's more, yeah.
I feel like Div 3 is stacked with
Yeah,
a
no, it
bunch of
really
talent.
is. It really is.
A bunch of talent.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to... Obviously, you guys are going to make your picks after. I'm not going to make my pick because it's a game I'm in. But what are you guys curious to see? Matchup-wise, something to look
I'm
forward
curious
to.
to see how the Arnold defense will play against the Iron Wolf, Willie Power. See how Chris is going to call this defense. 'Cause I'm assuming he's the one that calls defense, right?
I believe so.
Fact?
Fact.
I was curious to see how Chris calls his defense, knowing like how you like your offense, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Good
he
stuff,
know?
Jeff.
Does he know your offense, or you just come in the huddle always and go for that post corner?
No.
Because that's classic Chris, right?
Yeah, he
you
does that
also
post
know
corner.
for a fact that Chris comes in every 2 huddle and goes, post corner. That thing is open.
Well, that's right. Whenever I play him in man, I'm always shooting to the corner.
Facts. You know he's going.
But no,
back
Chris
there.
is smart. He'll adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to overplan too much. He's going to call his defense like he calls the defense. I think sometimes you don't want to get too cute.
I hope he doesn't call defense what he calls an offense, you know?
we put him.
You never know.
We put him in a top 3 DC for a reason, right? So
Touche.
I'm curious to see that matchup, Willie against Chris. Like the same way Chris knows your offense, the same way you know his defense, right? Because you played on so many teams with Chris calling defense. And I'm curious to see like those big names that we mentioned, like match up against each other. See like who's gonna step up, but I feel like both teams are top heavy. It's gonna be the depth that's gonna make the big difference. For me, it's gonna be like it's maybe odd to say, but who's gonna have a bigger game? Is it Mauricio or is it Mike Jazz? Mm-hmm. Both centers, both similar type of centers.
Yeah.
Good hands.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate the routes. They stay short. You're gonna look for him probably on 4th down. Iggy's gonna look for Mauricio maybe on 4th down, like those key downs.
Yeah.
I think that's a matchup that we'll have to see. I'm not expecting them to have like 7 receptions and like a bunch of yards. But if I go to play by play, I wouldn't be surprised if they had like 2 first down catches.
Yeah, to move the chains.
Yeah, to move the
down.
chains.
Totally.
So
Totally.
for me, that's a matchup that we're gonna have to watch. I gotta give love to my snappers.
Yeah, of course. I feel you.
So since we're not making our picks, we can't preview a finals right now. We'll preview a quick finals after we make our picks in the pick section.
Right, because this is obviously a semi, so we don't know what that finals will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Is that okay, boss?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm good with
thanks,
that.
Jeff.
So, does that mean we're in Division 4 now?
It does.
Yes.
Bin Low Fat Randoms. Close game, 20-14. Bin Low Fat winning that one. It was a very close game throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
Bin Low Fat kind of took a 2-score lead with 5 minutes to go. Random scored after that, but it was too little too late.
Yeah, surprising. Random's only put up 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Bin D4... Both Bin defense are good, but it's just almost essentially the same roster. And that team in D4, Jean-François Roland Leclerc did not have his best game as a quarterback. 16 for 27, 151, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Mm-hmm. But he has one of the best defenses in Division 4. Mm-hmm. So that obviously helps him. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how we said in like D1 and D2 with A-Team and Niceties wins. Bin Low Fat winning this game with their opponent only scoring 14 points.
Yeah, impressive.
Giving up only 14 points. So that obviously helps a lot. Thomas Côté-Parent, huge in this game. 7 for 77, 2 touchdowns, a 1-point convert. Mathieu Roy-KC, 7 catches for 39 yards, moving those chains, getting a touchdown as well. Those are really the 2 main guys for GF on this offense. Mm-hmm. Surprising that Simon Bonin wasn't more involved. He caught 1 pass for 15 yards, got a 1-point convert, but this guy could literally give him a 1-yard slant that he could take to the house with his speed, especially in this division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon, he did get a pick in this game, so did Albert Nguyen. This team is like a really well-rounded team. You know, like it was really I read the offensive stats, looks like it's a two-man show, but it felt more like a really team effort, especially on that defense. And like this team is going to take them far with their defense. They have a tough matchup now coming up against Mustard Tigers. So I don't know. I don't think you guys really saw this game, did you?
No, but I was really surprised that Random's only put up 14 points. I spoke about it last week. In my mind, Matthew was going to come in with a game plan. I believe he did, but obviously it wasn't a great one. But like you said, Bin are strong all across the field. They don't have a weakness really. They don't have top guys either, but like you can't pick on one player, right? You're gonna have to distribute the ball, and I feel like Bin came in and ready to go, and that's why they were able to get the W. And yes, it's only by one possession, but Random scored with 1:06 left in the game, got the 2-point cover with 20-14. It was basically game over at that point. So yeah, been moving on against a tough matchup like Terry said, but I like their chances.
And in the other one, in the other quarterfinals, we got Drama Club, Mustard Tigers. Yeah. Mustard Tigers winning this one 27-19. They keep rolling. I was super impressed to see them beat the other day.
The score does not reflect how one-sided this game was.
It was really one-sided?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 27-7 at one point.
Wow, okay.
But Drama Club came into the second half like with a late push.
I watched the end of the game, like the energy was high, right? Exactly, because they were coming back.
Yeah, because they had a chance to come back in the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, they scored a touchdown with 4:55 left, down by a possession. And then if they get a stop, you get the ball back with a bunch of time left. You can score, get the 2-point convert. I get what Terry's saying, but at the same time, like, I think Drama started the game driving the field like it was nothing. Got the 1-point convert, up 7-0, and at that point you're like, oh, maybe they have a chance, right?
Yeah.
But then Mustard did what Mustard do so well, take over an early lead, and it just took care of the ball for the rest of the game. And Drama Club came in too little, too late, but a good fight nonetheless for that team who was, like, for me, it was another. Like tough matchup for Drama Club. It was one of the most unbalanced matchup that we had this weekend. But Drama Club showed up, and props to them. They finished the season with a good fight.
Totally. In the battle of Marvin against Kevin,
the head-to-head is now 1-1.
Head-to-head is now 1-1, but I think this game is probably worth 2. This is a playoff game. I asked guys at Phoenix what happened, and it was Marvin balled out. You know, like in one sentence, it was Marvin balled out. He had a heck of a game in this one.
21 for 26.
He had as many incompletions as touchdowns, no picks. But the stat that shocks me the most is that Stu had more receiving yards than Kevin had passing yards.
What? That's true.
Oh, because Rob.
And Marvin had more rushing yards than Kevin had passing yards.
Which was not your bold prediction.
But it was pretty close.
Wow.
It was pretty close. So Kevin really played poorly.
Surprising you didn't throw any picks and we're saying that, eh?
Yeah, true.
It's crazy. But it was a fun game to watch. I was scorekeeping at the time, the field next to it, but I could hear Kevin and Marvin going back and forth all game.
Yeah.
It was more Kevin whining.
Kevin whining and Marvin trash talking a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like after that game, Marvin was in Kevin's head, and he still lives there for the whole week rent free. He got there, he got into his head, and he took advantage of that because he destroyed him 39-14. I mean, that's a blowout.
Yeah, shellacking. What I saw is Phoenix just seemed off, just in general, not just Kevin. The team seemed off. Yeah. They weren't clicking. It was just one of those games for them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, look, it's football is. Any given Saturday, right? It's not a series there. And unfortunately, Phoenix didn't have it for this game, but Revenants did.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Stu getting a big playoff game, 9 receptions, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Listen, Stu is not the most talented player that we have in the league, but he's really clutch.
Yeah, he is.
Come playoff time, you know he's going to show up.
Yeah.
And even though the talent's not here, you know he's going to pull. The heart's going to be here. And that's exactly why he plays for Phoenix. He plays for Phoenix.
Yeah,
but he was the main guy for Kevin through the whole
great addition to this roster, right?
Yeah,
like his first season with them.
Like he had more reception than the whole team combined, right? So gotta give him props in the losing effort.
Yeah.
Probably the only guy on Phoenix that showed up.
Yeah, really.
So now we have Revenants playing against Pocket Rockets.
Yeah.
Who, when they played against each other pretty late in the season, we kind of on the show said Marvin had no chance, and he kind of came at us afterwards, just to put up 0 points in that game. He lost that game 19-0. So we were right. Try to prove us wrong this time, because I think it's gonna be a really hard task to beat this Pocket Rockets team.
I agree.
Marvin's gonna have to play as good as a game offensively as he played against Phoenix.
Yeah.
But he's also gonna have to really step up on defense too.
Yeah.
And you rally those troops of his on that Revenants team, right? It's back-to-back seasons where Marvin has won a playoff game. In his short-lived quarterback career, he has a 2-1 record as a starting quarterback in the playoffs.
Wow.
Which it takes some quarterbacks a very long time to win 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Especially when you only started quarterbacking.
And Pocket Rockets are coming in a little bit vulnerable, losing 2 of their last 3.
2 of their last 3, meaning, but the one they did not lose was the one they played against Revenants. But yeah, Marvin's going to put up points. Holding that team to, like, this team, Pocket Rockets, who averaged over 30 points a game, only scored 13, 20, and 19 in those last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
So something's up with that offense.
Who's rushing for them?
For
Pocket Rockets.
I believe it's Sydney.
Yeah, he has the most sacks in the team, but there's a lot of guys that have at least 2 or 3 sacks.
Okay.
So it could be a rushing by committee.
Because that's going to be a
huge
matchup to see if Marvin's able to like run around and buy time with his legs and get some yards. I think it's going to help his offense a lot.
It's crazy how efficient his game was as a runner, but also as a passer.
Yeah.
Usually, like, one kind of takes over the other, and then like if you're running so much, it's because you're not passing as well, or if you're passing so well, you're not going to run as much, right?
Yeah, but sometimes when you run at that well, it opens up your passing game, and I think that's what
100%. But I wouldn't have thought the completion percentage would have been that high, though.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And Pocket Rockets are led by the trio of receivers of Alexis, Philippe, and Leonidas. But mainly by Alexis Ferrand, who has almost 700 yards in 9 games and 20 touchdowns. Marvin's going to have a game plan to shut him, or at least 2 of those 3 guys down, right? If he wants a chance to win.
Yeah.
Marvin against Alexis in division.
But I'm just saying Marvin can't take away only one player because they have 3 guys.
Facts. But you have to take away Alexis. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
We're talking about Alexis, we're talking about Marvin. Those are 2 Division 1 players, and not only Division 1 players, big names in Division 1. Alexis playing in the D1 final that same weekend, and Marvin won 5 championships in a row or 4 championships in a row with Outlaws. It's crazy to see them in Division 4.
Yeah.
And it's props to the league because the league is really getting better with those 2 guys playing D4.
Yeah. Does Mike Jazz also snap for this team?
Yep.
They don't use him as much as you do, eh?
No. You got that connection.
Yeah. Anything else about this?
I think we're going to move into Binlow Fat Mustard Tigers.
We'll make our picks later.
Yep.
Binlow Fat Mustard Tigers, that's going to be a good semifinal game.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
I think that game's going to go to overtime. My gut's telling me it's going to go to OT.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that for your bold prediction?
Nope.
I don't think it's bold.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bold either.
Maybe like triple overtime.
Do you know last time they played their game went to overtime?
That's why it's not bold.
But did you guys know that?
I did not. It's my intuition.
They actually played last week of the season. Must Tigers winning that game 21-20.
There you go.
6 total interceptions in that game.
I know it's easy to say. Football, most important position is the quarterback. I think the quarterback in this matchup is going to be key. And I think in lower divisions, you can get away with QBs not playing quote-unquote great games, relying on your defense, relying on big plays being made. But for this game, Binlow Fat, Mustard Tigers, these 2 quarterbacks are the most valuable players for their team, bar none in this one.
I agree with you at the beginning and not the end. Like, I can still see it happening. Like Brian Mustard threw 4 picks and won that game.
I don't think that's happening this time.
I think it could. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think it could because I think Mustard Tigers' defense could step up and make David Michaud throw a couple of picks also.
Yeah, I completely disagree with you, but I get what you're saying. Jeff?
No, for me, I agree with Willie. It's going to be a battle of quarterbacks. For Ben, and we said it last week for Drama Club, and clearly they didn't listen to us. You have to shut down Thomas. If you take away Thomas the snapper, it's going to be really, really, really hard for Brian Mustard to throw the ball. It's his main guy.
Yeah.
It's his main guy on key downs.
Yeah.
He's a big body. He's tall. He has good hands. Take him away. That's your number one priority. And then you're gonna have good odds to.
Easier said than done, but you got to.
No.
You got to. You have to limit.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's as easy as taking the ball away from you, but
right.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Like if he gets under 50 yards, it's a victory. I'd say.
Really happy.
Yeah,
you're really happy.
Yeah.
He did only have 58 yards in that win against Drama Club, and John Morris was the one who had all 4 of Mustard Tigers' touchdowns in that game.
We didn't mention that, but red zone machine.
Morris.
Oh my God,
Travis Kelce.
That's crazy.
6 catches, 50 yards, all 4 of Brian Mustard's touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
Talk about being efficient.
Mm-hmm. Got to look for him also in the red zone.
Yeah.
Keep those eyes open.
It's crazy that David Brisson, who led them receiving wise during the season, had a quiet 6 for 57 in that game. Like, you barely notice him on the field, but he was moving the chains and had average 10 yards a catch. And he was by far the leading receiver.
I think when you're able to win like that, it's perfect recipe.
Yeah. Because let's take a break to order the McDonald's now then.
Okay, perfect. Pause it.
No, we're not pausing. Bro, it's been an hour already. It's
What do you mean?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not pausing anything.
Yeah, just order the McDonald's quick.
Yeah, order McDonald's.
Okay, wait 1 second. What was the funniest?
Is it? We're not gonna keep this, are we?
Yes, we are. Okay, so when do we start back?
No, pause it. I may as well order the McDonald's now. I don't want to order it live. I don't want you guys because we're gonna whisper. It's gonna be rude. Okay, this one's better.
Yo, bro, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I should order. Fuck. Oh my gosh. What do you guys want?
I want whatever you're having.
How did I slide that perfectly? It's actually sick.
Oh, come on, guys.
Should you order first? I really don't know what I want.
Okay, bro, order a festin econo. It's gonna cost you $36, bro. We have everything.
Oh, that's actually the shit. It's for 4 people or 3. Like, well, for sure, have enough food.
Oh shit! But can I get chicken?
You're literally retarded.
Can I get what?
Can I get chicken or it's only burgers? Does it have McFlurries?
I ordered my sandwich. What do you want? You want Big
We're
Mac?
not gonna do this then?
You want poulet mac croquette, mac poulet. What do you want?
A wrap.
They don't have wrap. That's all the sandwiches that they have. They have Big Mac.
They have chicken.
Okay, look.
Yeah, they have chicken.
I'll do this.
Here, you know what to do. Just do it.
Why is there only small fries? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's shit, bro. It's fucking shit. Fuck that. Josh's gonna have one fry. Next one. Josh's gonna have a whole fry in a little less than 12 seconds to himself. Change it.
Show's on.
Yo, that show's gonna be like 3 hours, bro.
I tried to warn you.
But it's already freaking.
Okay, Willie.
It's been an hour.
You get 2 hamburgers. There's McDouble, junior chicken, and double hamburger. You can pick.
No, but I don't want the small fry.
We have 4 small fries.
Josh's gonna have 3. No, I don't know.
No, I'm gonna have one, bro. Chill. You're gonna have 2.
Small fries?
Yes.
Is that like a medium fry?
Yes.
What do you want?
What's your question?
Junior chicken, McDouble, or double hamburger?
I can only have one hamburger.
2. You have 2 of those 3 choices. We can order the same one twice.
No nuggets?
Donne-lui mes nuggets.
Mais toi, tu vas prendre quoi?
Va sur mon bail de poulet, là.
But it's only 6 nuggets.
Fuck. Brother, what is this deal? Of course it's fucking cheap. It wouldn't even enough for my cat. Fuck, of course it's cheap. Oh, wow, look, we're saving $80. Yeah, but you're gonna get freaking toenail. Fuck, come on. Of course it's cheap. Fuck. Obviously it's cheap. You're not getting shit. My God. Oh, yo, great news. I bought a television. It's $8, but you have one channel and it works only on Tuesdays. Fuck, obviously it doesn't work.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, we're not gonna do this one. Which one?
Okay, we're not doing it. Just pick what you want.
Fuck, man. Oh, fuck, it's filming.
So hurry up.
Okay, order first.
No, order for you.
Fuck.
Oh my God, come
Actually,
on.
the small one was gonna be better in the end. I just want 6 nuggets. No, fuck that. Okay.
He just said I want 6 nuggets.
You're not gonna enjoy chicken.
You're so stupid.
Oh shit, Lamar.
That?
Yeah.
Okay, do times 2. With
Yeah?
a Sprite?
No Coke.
No, with chicken you gotta get Sprite. Trust.
What? Yeah? No, fuck. I'm in the mood for Coke. Okay, wait. Give me a sec.
Terry has Coke here.
Oh, fuck. Man.
Taking that time step too.
Oh, there's flies everywhere here, huh?
Yeah, okay. And you landed on my nose, right? Fuck.
No, I won't smack your nose, bro. I'm scared for my fingers.
You're such a loser. You want a Sprite, Terry?
Yeah, please.
There's only a fall Sprite. Oh, never mind. Here you go. Have another swirl.
Oh, you got a Sprite for you too?
No.
Oh, you did times 2.
No, I did 2 separate ones.
I literally saw 2.
Yeah, but I did 2 separate ones, fuck.
No, you did times 2. You did. Look.
Yeah, there's 2.
But you did times 2.
Did you get the deluxe one or the regular one?
Deluxe.
Is there tomatoes?
Fuck, I don't know if I want deluxe.
Yes, there's tomatoes.
No, I don't want the deluxe. Bro, I don't like fucking tomatoes.
So why'd you say 2 times 2?
I thought you got the regular one.
Maybe in the mood for a wrap. I'm just gonna get 2 junior chickens.
You ain't out of here before 3.
He thought he was gonna be in bed by fucking 12:30.
We started filming at 12, fuck. Nazzy texted me, don't be late. Yeah, sure.
And coffees?
Yeah, okay, wait, let's see.
Are you ordering coffees for real?
Well, yeah, we're not gonna order again, fuck. Okay, you got the fish?
Who got fish?
Wait,
I didn't
why is
get
there
fish.
3? Oh, come on, Jaff. Why is there 3? Oh, that's mine. Okay, wait.
I didn't get fish!
Okay, bro. Terry, you wanted the croustillant épicé?
No, bro.
The chiomo croustillant?
Bro, he doesn't eat. The junior chicken is too spicy for his ass, bro. You want to get him the junior épicé, the McChicken épicé, bro?
Yo, what, can you order fuck?
Oh, shit. Okay, oh, you got what?
Yo, you know what? Give me a Smarties one. That shit is good, man.
Yeah, I had Smarties yesterday.
Give me a Smarties small.
Small?
Yeah, with chocolate syrup. Thank you, Willie.
Okay, Jay, you want a flurry?
No, I'm just like yours.
No, fuck off. Are you gonna take some of mine or not? Okay, what do you want? Which one do you want? Okay, I'm ordering extra large.
No.
What are you getting?
Score.
Bro, it's gonna be like a $50 order.
It's already past 50, so fuck me as well. Go. You want score? Get score because I don't want you to say I'm in the mood for score and take some of mine. I'm ordering 2 classic scores.
Okay, I'll get squared every time.
Bro, last time you ordered him a McFlurry, he didn't touch it.
I don't want McFlurry.
I ordered it.
No.
No, I ordered it. I don't
Really?
care. I'd rather waste $6 than take 1 bite of my McFlurry.
Kiki, no. Okay, cancel it. I'll give him a bite of mine.
No.
I swear to God.
No, I believe you, but he's gonna take a bite of mine. Okay, you want coffee or?
No coffee.
I think I want iced coffee.
McFlurry and iced coffee?
Yeah. I only had 3 today. No, I had 1.
No, don't order coffee, bro.
Go get any coffee on the way back?
No!
Sorry, I'm gonna order coffee. Then.
I can't. I swear to God, I can't.
Why is it only grand?
What do you want? X-large?
No,
How many? What did you get to eat?
I don't know. Fuck.
What did you get?
Give me a sec. Terry, Jack, which iced coffee you want? You want coffee or no?
No!
You want coffee? No.
No. Just have yours.
Not even double checking if we get what we get. Fuck. No, fuck off. I'm gonna order you one then. Are you getting some of mine?
No, we're kidding, bro.
How is the order
It's fucking
$80?
$80.
It's $80?
Your shirt talks was too
It's
expensive.
$80. What the fuck did I get? What did I get to eat?
It's the fish that costs a lot.
Bro, it went down to 54, bro.
That's a lot or no?
Like, it makes a difference.
Fuck off. It's close?
Okay, we have a mec croustillant, right?
Yeah.
We have a junior au poulet for you. We have another junior. You ordered 2 trios?
No, fuck. Why do you mean 2 trios?
McFlurry, iced coffee. That's it, hein? Toi, c'est quoi ta
Why is it
bouffe?
38 bucks? You said it was 54.
Wait!
What did you delete? You deleted something.
Non, c'est toi qui as pris le junior, right?
Non, moi,
en
je
trio?
croustillant.
Toi, t'as le croustillant?
I got the junior trio.
Trio plus the junior, right?
Yeah.
Plus a McFlurry?
Yeah,
Plus a coffee?
yeah,
Nothing else?
yeah.
Okay. Bro, chill. That's it?
Yeah,
I'll have to see $4.
10. Save $10.
Oh, fuck, I deleted your McFlurry.
Yes. I was gonna say it's 11:11. Make a wish. It's like it's 1:11. Fuck.
Let's go.
Is the McDonald's here?
Yeah, it's been here a while. We're gonna eat now.
All right, so Division 5 sponsored by McDonald's. Who saw it? Vultures.
Let's start with the game that you guys both were at. Vultures, TD Hunters.
Oh my god, what a game.
We're actually doing this show literally with a McDonald's.
Yes. At halftime, I went to Vultures and I legit, like, straight up asked them, why do you guys SUCK? And then they started laughing. And I'm like, why don't you take that shit serious?
They were only down 8 at that point.
I know. But they were messing around and, like, not actually playing the game. And I'm like, you guys have experience, right?
Yeah.
Like, make it happen.
What do you mean by messing around, though?
Like,
Unorganized. Very extremely unorganized. As if it's pick up ball.
exactly.
As
Like,
if it was pick up
they
ball.
were playing in the park with their friends and chilling. Exactly. Thank you, William Power. So then they came into the second half and played even worse. Then they got destroyed and outscored by
24-6 in the second half.
yeah.
Thank you.
I think
What was their answer to you when you told them they sucked?
They started laughing and they were like, "Oh, we're just chilling. We're here to have fun." And I get that. I respect that. You're not here, like, you're not overthinking stuff, and, like, you actually come on Saturdays to be outside and, like, play with your friends and have fun. But at the same time, like, it was to a level where I'm like,
it's where we see that.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think 2 things. Number 1, I think they know how competitive the league is now, and they know that, like, while they're very athletic and great flag football minds, they need to come in organized and set. This team will be back. They'll be good. But I want to make. Are you good, bro?
Wait, they're...
You're gonna cut me off. But what are you gonna say?
Keep talking, let me finish my bite.
No. I'm not gonna continue to tell me.
Great football minds, Vultures? Wasn't TD Hunters the one with the high football IQ?
Yeah, they both have very high football IQs, especially TD Hunters after playing flag football for years together, right? But I want to make this about TD Hunters.
Yeah, it's like the McCrispy is overrated. The McChicken's better.
Bro, nothing beats a McCrispy. Don't do that. You have to edit that out. That's ridiculous. It's a sin.
No, like, maybe because it's
Come
a...
on, bro.
You were saying about TD Hunters.
I want to make this game about TD Hunters because they had a heck of a game. And they came out with fire under their butts.
Yeah. Complete opposite of Vultures.
100%. And credit Goldrick because he has his team rolling. And not only is he a great leader, a great quarterback, and a great captain for this team, is he's been playing great for this team on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball. I didn't know he had that speed in him. He's running, breaking rushers, making the right decision. Right now, he's a man on a mission. Terry, and I know this team looks like they're undermanned against no matter whatever team they play, but with Goldrick the way he's playing now, I don't see any game where you could write out the TD Hunters. Even though they're massive underdogs coming up against Armadillos.
It's really, really hard to lose when your main guy has 2 interceptions on defense, rushes for 59 yards and a touchdown, and throws for 4, and complete 12 for 21 and 149 yards.
Right.
They have Gabriel Hernandez as a linebacker tackling everything in his zone.
Yeah.
Even outside his zone, he's, like, everywhere. And they have Zenyase? No, Ezra. I'm sorry.
Ezra, yeah.
She made a sick...
No, Ezra's a guy.
No, it's not Ezra. It's Zenyase. You know, remember that catch she made and I looked at you like I was...
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's Zenyas.
yeah.
Oh, my God. That catch was crazy.
Yeah, for real. She had the glasses on and everything. Like, okay, there was a walk in the park.
Yeah. She dove for the ball, and then I'm like, she's not going to survive the ground.
Yeah.
But she rolled midair, and she landed on her back, and she came up with the ball, and I made a face,
You
looked
were
at...
scorekeeping that game.
I was riffing.
And scorekeeping.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Don't you see the name of the person when you entered that crazy catch?
Bro, I scored keep like 6 games out of it. I'm sorry. But, yes, she's a baller.
Yeah.
Baller.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
and, like, not just for, like, this division.
No.
This team,
She
like,
is a certified baller.
Yeah. capital B.
Yep.
And you mentioned Ezra, who also had a big game, getting some touchdowns. Okay, thanks. And playing very well at the rusher position too. He wasn't giving Philip. Well, Phillips Roberts had time in this game, but he was taking off his angles.
Yeah.
And when he would run, he would make sure he didn't run for that many yards.
Yeah.
So impressive stuff there. Credit to the Hunters there with the very impressive win. That game wasn't that close. Another game that wasn't that close.
Before you just switch games.
Yeah.
Mathieu Demel was also there.
Yes,
coaching
he was.
up that team and helping Goldrick, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
That was big. And hopefully he'll be there this weekend. He said weather pending, he'll be there.
Yeah.
He's afraid of the rain?
Yeah.
BT Dub also Dean 2 interceptions and 1 big pick 6.
Dean.
Yeah.
Went to high school with him.
He picked it off at the 1 yard line, and he took it to the house. He gone 44 yards. See ya.
Don't want to be. It was actually 49 yards because it was at the 1.
Oh, you're right. 49 yards.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Willie.
Gotcha. Before Terry really cut me off, Sour Peeps beating the last calls 30-0.
Well, you were changing games.
That is true. I'll give you that one. I said bet your house on the last calls to potentially make a run. Sour Peeps said not so fast. They were peeping.
Well, 30-0.
Yep.
Not even like a safety.
The last calls were calling and Sour Peeps were peeping.
Remember I told you that it's like co-MVPs on this team between the quarterback and the receiver?
Yeah.
The quarterback wasn't there, and that top receiver played quarterback for them in that game.
Oh, that's why.
That explains a lot.
Definitely.
Not saying that Sour Peeps would not have won this game, but I don't think they would have won it this
the way they
convincingly,
won,
right?
yeah.
Jocelyn balled out 16 for 24, 154, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Paul being his main guy on offense, 8 for 77, 3 touchdowns. And on defense, Olivier had 2 picks. Benji had 1, and Lambert Paquet also had 1.
Mm-hmm.
This team has really come together, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking at
Really.
a most improved team, it's like easily Sour Peeps.
Yeah.
Over the Lesniak?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
I'll give you guys that.
Yeah. Like Sour Peeps is it would come to the field, okay, how much are we gonna lose by today? Mm-hmm. Right, like that's what it used to be in seasons past, and
Lesniak started 3-0.
yeah.
Like some shit Willie would say.
Not bad.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Sorry.
We forgive. Speaking of the Lesniaks, are we done or are we allowed to move the games or?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I would have cut you off if not.
Yeah, trust. Speaking of Lesniaks, Kevin got a win on the day
Surprise, surprise.
against Lesniaks. Lesniak throwing 4 interceptions in this one, surprisingly. 4 different players on this Phoenix squad getting interception. Impressive there. Unfortunately for Lesniaks, their star player who was leading the league in interceptions was not there. Goldig, I believe is his name.
Zach?
Exactly, Zach. He was not there, unfortunately, and it proved costly for Lesniaks.
Did Kevin ball out? Or did his
Pretty
defense...
well.
16 of 26, $122. He didn't make any mistake, managed the game. Armonti, 7 catches, 74 yards, a touchdown.
And he rushed for a touchdown too and a whole field.
Yep, 45 yards.
Damn, Kevin. Getting those legs going. Nick having a good game on defense, 6 tackles, 1 interception.
Yep.
It's not going to be an easy game against Sour Peeps.
No.
It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
The mouth against the coach
Yep.
on the sideline.
Yep.
They're going to talk.
Oh, yeah.
We know that.
Nothing else happened.
And yeah, I can't wait to see that matchup. You know, usually you're excited for like top division matchup.
Yeah.
Like I'm really excited to see like the Les Gros Coq against A team. I'm really excited to see like to play and to see Thunder Buddies against Nice TDs. But that Phoenix Sour Peeps game is going to be a fun one to watch. Bring your popcorn.
And Kevin struggled both times against the Sour Peeps team. Almost identical scores, losing 25-18 and 25-19. I'm sure he threw a bunch of picks in each of those games. I remember him telling me after one of them that like they're a tough defense to throw on. He threw 5 picks in the first game against them, and then in the second one he threw another 3. And they are a tough team. They have a lot of like smart players led by Mario. Justin has gotten way better at the quarterback position. Crazy that he started throwing, I think, this season as a full-time quarterback, maybe last season.
I believe so. No, I believe this year was his first year.
So this is going to be supposed to be a good game. Kevin only has one team left now in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So he could put all his focus on this D5 team now, knowing that the D4 team is already eliminated. So he's gonna give it his all.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
And look, we love Kevin. We love like poking at him and jabbing at him, but it'd be nice if he won this championship as a quarterback because he's been close many years. Unfortunately, hasn't got the job done, and I think he has the squad to do it now.
I mean, he's always had the squad to do it. Not
Yeah,
now.
and no, you're 100% right, exactly. So like this year is no different, no excuse here. Be interesting to see if Khalil is at this game because I know he wasn't in the victory against the Lesniaks. He's a big piece for them, a rusher and as a receiver.
Yeah.
Do you know?
He was injured. That's why he wasn't there. So it's going to be like a game time decision.
Shoot. Okay.
Is he doubtful or questionable?
I think it's questionable.
Okay.
Not bad.
That was the way Kevin was making it seem.
Okay.
But Kevin ain't no doctor, so.
Preach.
Imagine going to the doctor's room and it's Kevin.
My God. I do the diagnosis by myself.
What do you mean?
I would if I knew Kevin was there, I'd look at my foot and say, okay, no, there's something wrong.
I would just run.
Yeah. Touche. Fire him on the spot.
Yep.
I think we're ready for the time everyone's been waiting for, folks.
Did we preview TD Hunters and Armadillos?
No, we did not.
No, we did not.
It's a good thing you're not the one running the show.
That's why, Jeff, you should have caught that one.
I didn't confirm that we were moving on.
That is true. It was a rookie mistake, my bad.
He cut me off again.
Yeah, well, it's new. Good thing he did cut us off because we have a good game to preview here.
Armadillos, TD Hunters. Armadillos being the top team of the division. A really, 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 really strong squad.
Yeah.
TD Hunters, they're going to have to show up like they did against Vultures.
Yeah.
And make no mistakes whatsoever.
Yeah. This seems like a David Goliath matchup, but we've seen TD Hunters come through time and time again when we don't expect them to win games.
I don't think the gap is as big as people think.
I would
Especially
agree
with these two teams when they played against each other earlier on in the season. TD Hunters were up 19-0 5 minutes into this game.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it was kind of all downhill from there. But they had a game plan. It worked for the first 5 minutes. Fighting Armadillos adjusted. They took over. But I think Goldrick has a blueprint of what he needs to do. And I think what was missing for them in the second half was execution. Sorry. Yeah. So, like, they knew what they needed to do, but it was kind of maybe like an overthrow here, a drop there, a bad penalty there. So, being up 19-0 against this team is reassuring for me if I'm Goldrick or anyone on TD Hunters coming to this game, that knowing we could upset this team, right?
They're going to have to play a full 44 minutes.
And maybe even overtime.
Fact.
So now what were you saying before?
I think this is the time everyone's been waiting for. Want to start with D5?
We're not doing Brossard?
We can do that after our picks and everything.
Okay.
I would do it right now. Get it out of the way.
And good thing you're not hosting the show.
Yeah,
Terry, you want a D5?
D5.
Alrighty, D5. So obviously we're going to do our picks in the semifinals. And then our potential semifinals. We may have different semifinals matchups. Let's go with the first one on the board. I'm going to throw it on to Jaff, TD Hunters, Armadillos. In playoffs, we also give the score.
I'm going to go with Armadillos in a tight one, sadly. I love me some TD Hunters. I hope they can show up and pull the upset. But if I had to bet my house, I would go with Armadillos. Let's go with...
but you're not betting your house, so you could go with TD Hunters.
And you could also make it, Terry, if we could ref the game, we could make it happen.
So like I was saying, Armadillos, let's go with 32 to 24. So a tight one.
I made my score.
I got my score too.
In my head, so I'm not copying you. I'm going to go Armadillos as well. I'm going to go 32 to 19 in this one. I think it'll be close for the majority of this game. And I could see the Armadillos defense getting an interception late, scoring late in this game to ice the game with Pio, having a solid game in this one, throwing for 5 TDs. And I think it's going to be enough for Armadillos to win this game and go to the finals.
I got Armadillos 27-24.
Wow.
TD Hunters are going to be leading with less than 5 minutes, and Pio's going to march that field and score the go-ahead touchdown.
Wow. Okay, we're saying like the way the game is going to end and thing, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this. Okay, so we got a full-out sweep.
The way the game's going to end.
Okay. When you feel it, you could say it.
You have to dissect the game.
All right.
Like when you dissect a frog in science class.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about
like
it.
an actual frog.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Armadillos, TD Hunters. That one was sweet for the Armadillos. Next up, we have Phoenix against Sour Peeps. Jeff, you want to give us your thoughts?
Sour Peeps on the first completion of the game getting 6 yards, then getting 3 yards. I'm kidding. I'm going to go Sour Peeps. They're on a roll right now. Score is going to be a tight one. 25-24 overtime. Phoenix are going to miss their 1-point convert, and Sour Peeps are going to go for one, get the W.
Lefarios?
Jocelyn to Lambert.
I got Sour Peeps winning this one. I don't know if this expression translates well in English, but most of Sour Peeps are French. Jamais 203. They beat Phoenix twice. They're going to beat them the third time. I think the closest translation is like third time's a charm, but that kind of means like you didn't win the first 2 games. But in French, it's like without 2, it's...
I get what you're saying.
I know you get it, but I don't think he gets it.
2.
Yeah, no, jamais 203. It's like
you got it 2 times, you're gonna get it the third time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's not like in English, there's the third time's a charm, but that kind of assumes you didn't get it the first 2 times.
Right,
so like I don't know if there's a direct translation there. But yeah, so I got Sour Peeps in this one. I see Kevin having a fairly clean game up into a certain point midway through the second half. Throws that pick. Sour Peeps take advantage of that and make it from a 1 possession to a 2 possession game. I'm gonna go Sour Peeps 30-18.
I also believe the third time's a charm, but I believe it in the actual way it's meant. And I'm going Phoenix in this one. Give me Phoenix and Kevin. I'm going to go 25-24. My gut tells me Khalil's going to play in this game. Is that your score?
Yeah.
The other way around?
Yeah.
My gut's telling me Khalil's going to play in this game. This is more of a gut pick. And I think that Kevin is tired of losing in the playoffs. Well, I assume he's tired of losing in the playoffs. And I think that in this one, it's going to come down to, obviously, converts. Each team getting 4 TDs. And I trust Kevin with those converts more than I do the Sour Peeps. So give me 25-24 in the upset, I guess.
Well, Sour Peeps are the higher seed.
Yeah, so Phoenix in the upset.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. 25-24.
You're so nice to him when he makes a mistake. When you make a mistake, he puts you on the spotlight.
I
remind him a couple
stoop
minutes
down
later.
to that level.
Wow. Bigger man, Willie.
Always
Proud
baby.
of you.
Always respect. So that means you got Armadillos and Sour Peeps in the finals.
It's easy, and I'm sorry about that. I wish it could be an upset somewhere, but Armadillos, they were never meant to be in that division. They're going to get away with the championship. And sadly, an easy win against Sour Peeps. 49-22.
I got Sour Peeps in the upset.
Wow.
A lot of players on this Armadillo team is probably going to be their 4th game of the day. If not more than that. Some of them are going to be playing their 5th, maybe even 6th game of the day, right? Like, let's say Pio with Pocket Rockets, Master Chief makes the finals, makes it with Armadillos. That's the last time slot of the day. It's going to be a 6th game of the day. Throwing in his 4th. I feel Sour Peeps are going to be more refreshed, playing the back-to-back semifinal final. They're going to carry that momentum that they carried all the way in the playoffs. Fighting Armadillos might look at them like from all the way up on their like pedestal that they think they're number 1 and overlook them. And I think they'll make that one mistake that'll cost them the game. I got Sour Peeps 31-30. They're Division 5 champions.
I like it. So my final is different than yours. I got Armadillos against Phoenix. And I'm going to go with Armadillos as well, just like Jaff. I think this team was the best team from the beginning of the season. And I understand upsets happen. And, you know, we've seen it with the Giants being those undefeated Patriots back in the day. But I think this is going to be Armadillos doing what they've done all season long, and that's winning games. So give me the Fighting Armadillos to be your Division 5 champions. I'm going to go 32-13 over Phoenix. And so Armadillos, Sour Peeps. Division 4. I'm going to go first this time. Pocket Rockets.
Okay that he goes first?
Yeah.
I respect. Pocket Rockets, Revenants.
Who do you have, Terry? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Oh, goodness.
He's taking too long. Terry, who do you have?
I'm going to go 19-18 Pocket Rockets in this one.
Wow, so close.
So Pocket Rockets scored the exact same amount of points they scored last time they played Revenants.
But Revenants scored 18 more points than they did last time. I got 19-18. I think Marvin's going to have 2 interceptions in this game. I think for the most part, this Pocket Rockets defense will keep them in check. And I think that at the end of the day, the better team and the team that's been dominating for the most part of the season, not the end of the season, most part of the season, will come away victorious in this one. Give me the Rockets 19-18.
Sorry, Marvin, but I got the Pocket Rockets winning this one fairly easily, 32-18.
That's it?
That's it.
Pocket Rockets and a close one. Revan are going to have the lead. Pocket Rockets are going to march the field with like 2 minutes left. And I'm calling Alex C. mossing Marvin for the game-winning touchdown. On not the last play, maybe like 3 plays left in the game.
D1 player, D1 player.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, that gives us all 3 of us Pocket Rockets in the final.
Triple Pocket Rockets.
Who will they face? I'm going to go Mustard Tigers. I'm going to go with the Tigers. I like this team. I like the experience. Is experience a good way to describe them? Because they've been playing flag football for a while, right?
Yeah,
These guys
it's
actually,
like TD Hunters, right?
Right, exactly. But these guys have actually been playing football together for a while.
Yeah.
I like Ben Low Fat.
Maybe choose a more powerful word.
Yeah, I'll stick to what I said. Ben Low Fat have arguably the more athletic team. The team that doesn't party at a senior's home after a victory on Saturday, where like Mustard Tigers potentially do. But I think that the Mustard Tigers and their experience, and they do have a few young guns, I think it'll be enough for these guys to win this game. I'm going to go 25-18 final score Mustard Tigers, leaving a Pocket Rockets Mustard Tigers finals for me.
Bobby?
I got Mustard Tigers in this one as well. 27-24. This being a very, very close game, one on converts. I just think the experience of Mustard Tigers in this one will prevail, especially given that it'll be their first game of the day. They'll be fresh, awake, eager to drink those beers after the game. And I just see them making less mistakes and capitalizing on key drives.
I'm going Ben Low Fat.
Okay.
For the complete opposite. I think it's going to be maybe a second game that day, depending on the schedule if it changes again.
Second game.
Do they have another game? No. Yeah? No?
Who?
They don't play Division 3? Oh, no, they lost.
Yeah. And that's the first game of the day at 9 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
That never changed every time the schedule changed.
So that was a double willy.
Yeah, that was a double willy.
It's okay, go for a triple.
I'm still going to go with Ben Low Fat. I think they're going to have a hot start. You know, when you're a little bit older, it's like tougher for the machine to get going. So
The older you are, they wake up at like 5
Yeah,
in the
I was
morning.
going to say they're going to be up from like 4
Bro,
in the
my
morning.
grandmother wakes up at 5, has breakfast at 6, she has lunch at 11, and she's has supper at 3:30, bro.
Can Nana G play in Division 3 final?
It's 4.
4 final?
Division 4 final?
No.
She's got elbows, bro. She's got elbows.
Okay, so Ben Low Fat getting a lead early, like a 20-0 lead, and then they're gonna hold on to it and win a close one. Let's say 26-19.
Pocket Rockets, Mustard Tigers is my final, and I got the squad that's very similar to Division 5, also winning in Division 4. Rockets have been good. I said it from day one that the Pocket Rockets were going to win this division, and it wasn't going to be close. It has been closer than I thought with their last few losses, but I think that Pocket Rockets will get the job done here. Final score, 30-20. Pocket Rockets, Division 4 champions.
As much as I really want to say Mustard Tigers, this finals looks so much like last D4 finals when it was Mustard Tigers against Super Friends.
Good call.
Like Pocket Rockets remind me of that Super Friends team, and Mustard Tigers obviously being the identical Mustard Tiger team that lost in that final. I want to say they learn from that and they'll get the experience and come out winning. But the way Thomas describes it, you being 1 year older takes away a lot more skill than you gain in experience, right? But my gut's still telling me Mustard Tigers. I'm going to go Mustard Tigers in a very high-scoring game, 41-33.
I like it. Good stuff. Fiery takes.
For me, I have Pocket Rockets against Ben Low Fat.
Yeah.
Pocket Rockets in an easy one, 40-6.
How about those Rockets?
It's more than an easy one. That's like the other team didn't show up.
They're exploding like a pizza pocket.
They're too strong.
Heard from Jeff. All right, Division 3 now. We got Double Dippers, Idaho. In this one, we don't know what's going to happen at the quarterback situation for Idaho. I'll let Terry go on this one first.
I think the key player in this matchup, when I look at these two teams, the first player that comes to mind is Manu. Manu has been huge for this Double Dippers team throughout the whole season. They have ballers. They have Marco. They have Alex, Leon, Rich, Sean. They have so many good guys, but I don't know why. Every time they need a key player or they need someone to step up, whether it's offense, defense, I have Manu, and then I have like Marco scoring that like a touchdown with his tippy toes in before he goes flying out of the field, right? So it's really hard to make a pick not knowing who's going to play for Idaho.
Yeah.
But given that Double Dippers won convincingly last week, and given that Idaho is such a complete team, even without that quarterback, I can't believe they won't get a very good quarterback to replace Brady. You know, like there's no chance they're going to come in here with like a D5 quarterback. They're going to come here with at least an average quarterback. So I see Idaho winning this one, 26-24.
I thought with a lot of analysis you were going to pick Double Dippers with the Manu and...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me too.
Way to throw us off.
That's really weird. I'm gonna go double dip. And I'm touching wood. Is that wood? I hope to God it is. I think Brady's gonna start the game, and sadly, I don't think he's gonna be able to finish it. And I think the Double Dipper are gonna come victorious with a close game. Let's go 26-22.
That's a very good point. Sorry, before you talk, because like if Brady does decide to start the game, they can't get a sub afterwards if he can't finish it. It has to be someone that's on that roster, right? So they're going to need to have that plan B in case he does not finish it.
Right.
Or really ask himself the question, is it worth it? And maybe he's throwing right now in the middle of the night to see if he could throw on Saturday. Because if he wins, he's going to have a second game, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it worth bringing in a sub that does not know the team? Or do you go with your guys but risking not being able to finish that game, you know? So that's a great point. I didn't even think about that.
Good stuff. I think there are times where stories tell themselves. And I think in this situation, Idaho deserves to be in the finals. And I think they're going to find a way to make it to this finals. I think it's easy to go Double Dippers. We know they're a great team. We don't know who's good at quarterback for Idaho. I think they're going to scraw. They're going to scratch, claw, scraw. Smash those two games together.
Scraw, an actual word.
Well, it is now, because they're going to scratch and claw their way to victory in this one.
How is it easy, though, to pick double dip when Idaho are the clear number one?
Because we don't know who's going to throw for them. And, like, that's by far the most important position in football and in flag. And, so I just think Idaho deserves to be in the finals, and they're going to be in the finals because of that. And they'll find a way. I'm going to go 26-24.
One thing working in Idaho's favor is that last time they made it to the semifinals, there was a little man of the name of Stephen Harpison who picked off Brady twice, and he will now be playing against them this season.
That's true.
And will not ruin their dreams of making it to the finals this time around.
That is very true. All right, so we got split. We got 2-1. Master Chiefs, Iron Wolves.
You're not picking this one.
I'm not picking this one. I'll throw it over to you guys.
Baba Lisa?
Oh, man. This is going to be a really, really good and close game. Like, I could see this game coming down to converts. I think both these teams are such complete teams, like, on offense and on defense. I think I got to give the slight edge to Massachusetts because you have more firepower across the board, like, going down your roster, whereas Arnolds are a little more top-heavy. So in a close game like that. But at the same time, I can make a counter argument that given that like your 10 players willpower won't play defense full time, right? So that like kind of hurts the team given like you saying you have to rotate. If you want to give Mike Jazz that GM of the Year award, he has to come up with 6 guys on offense, 6 guys on defense. People pay to play the 10 games in the season. The playoffs are a bonus. You play your best guys to give your shots the best shot to win. If there is a little bit of cutting the bench, I could see Chiefs for sure winning this game. If you guys are rotating equally and evenly to make everyone happy, I could see Iron Wolves being victorious. I think my Jazz wants to win more than anything else. I think you guys have a lot of smart players who are willing to like sub off more often and let the more star players shine in this game. So I'm going to go Master Chiefs in a very high scoring game. Let's say 42-36, where neither you or Iggy throw an interception.
Wow. Pressure.
Yeah.
I got Chiefs, and it's not even close. When you have Avery, Jeremy, Victor, Rob, Ryan, and William on defense, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's legit ridiculous, and I'm only talking about defense. All those guys are also ballers on offense. Plus, you have Willie throwing. I think Chiefs are going to take an early lead, and I think Iron Wolves are going to collapse. As much as I love Chris, He's a really, 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 really good teammate when you have the lead.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as good when you're getting when you're in a hole early. So I think Chiefs are going to take an early lead, and Iron Wolves are never going to find a way to come back. Easy win for me for Chiefs. 42 to 18.
Well, I can see us win this game for sure. Look, Iron Wolves are coming in with 6 in a row. So I'll finish my sentence. I definitely can see us winning this game. If we do, I think it'd be tough to make it a score to East. I think it'll be a close one no matter who wins this game, because I think we're fairly evenly matched. But that leaves Terry with an Idaho Master Chiefs final.
Yeah, Iron Wolves have not lost since September 17th.
Yeah,
Feels like
last
decades
year.
ago. Yeah, that was like before my surgery.
Wow.
Boy.
And now you can walk.
Yeah, now I can walk.
There you go. That's how long ago it was.
So who's my final matchup? Master Chiefs, Idaho.
Yep.
This makes it even harder, not knowing who's throwing for Idaho,
Yeah.
right? Because I'll make my pick not knowing who could throw, but I'll say this: if I knew Brady was throwing and healthy, I think I'd go with Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
Given that's an unknown, and even if he does end up throwing, we don't know how healthy he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Will Power repeating as the D3 MVP. It was D3 won last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Master Chiefs winning this one 36-26.
I like it.
I have Chiefs against Double D.
Yeah.
I have to go with Chiefs again. Double Dipper are going to play a really, really good game against Idaho. We know all season they've been up and down. They're going to be up in the semi. They're going to be down in the final. Tough matchup for them. And I got Chiefs winning 41 to 21.
Alrighty. Well, definitely hope you guys are right.
Pressure's on, Willie.
Yeah, pressure's on. I was kind of hoping one of you guys would pick against, but that's all good. I like it. Division 2, obviously no picks to be made. All three of us are on Thunder's Buddies roster. Terry will be there with his cane, but he is still on the roster. So that is great. I think one thing's for certain, it will be a good game. It'll be a high-scoring game, and it'll be a fun one to watch. So get your popcorn ready. Division 1, let me start this off. Of all the games and all the potential matchups, this was the toughest one for me to predict.
Yeah, same.
By far.
I went back and forth in this one.
All week. I think you asked, since Saturday, I think you asked us 7 times.
Who you're going with.
Yeah.
I don't think you asked me
Easy.
time.
I think he likes me more than he likes you.
And Terry also asked a lot of questions. So
why, Willie? Why did you pick?
why is your hair why is it curly? Okay, but why did you wear that sock today? Okay, no. All kidding aside, in this one, we got Legal Cock, A-Team. What's the expression we just mentioned before? Third time's a charm. I think in this one, the third time is a charm for A-Team.
Say it in French.
Le deuxième, c'est le troisième, et sur le quatrième. Alors moi, je vais voir le gagné de A-Team in ce match-là. I'm going to go A-Team. I think this is going to be a very good game.
Really?
I'm going to go A-Team.
Wow.
Third time's a charm for them. I could really see anybody win this game. I'm not just saying that to pepper or to pump up both teams. I think A-Team repeats as back-to-back Division 1 champions. I think the story here writes itself. Dave going down, Mike Riss stepping up, getting this team to the championship and winning. I'm going to go final score 36-32 A-Team, your Division 1 champions for the second straight year.
I swear to God, since you started talking, I think I changed my mind like 6 times. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to go?
No, you can't break his vibe.
There's no vibe right now.
I'm gonna go Gold Cook. I'm gonna go A-Team. No, I'm gonna go Gold Cook. I'm really. It's Dom. Dom had he's been having a chip on his shoulder since week 1. I think they lost week 1 against Saint-Sauvignon, right?
Well, when we did the podcast together, they were losing, and we talked about, is this team potentially maybe not done, but are they in trouble?
They started the season 0-2.
They started the season 0-2.
And did not look good in the first game of the season against us.
Yeah, they lost the first game against Iron Wolves, the second game against Centurion, and since then, They dropped 2 games, but like they pulled a really, really good game against Outlaws, and they lost another one against Centurion. But they've been winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row now. It's like, it's really tough to bet against Dom when he's on a roll.
Yeah.
It's really tough to bet against Dom when he's feeling himself so much. Gros Coq in a high scoring game. I'm gonna say 49-42.
Wow.
Gros Coq.
Good old fashioned slugfest.
Yeah, with Dom driving the field at the end with the ball and scoring on a rushing touchdown. Missing a bunch of tackles left and right.
Terry, you're the tiebreak.
Yeah, so I also went back and forth on this one, and I think the best player on this field has the potential to be Dom Lefort. Mm-hmm. I think he's my MVP candidate this season. Mm-hmm. If Dom is the best player on the field, regardless of what defense Dylan calls up, regardless of what Gros Coq A-team do, Gros Coq will prevail and be your champions. But it's also, remember how I said Micro is more of a game manager in this game and all that, and Micro has made a D1 finals with La Revolution back in the day, and he lost to Outlaws in that final. During this playoff run, he beat the Outlaws. Okay, and he did put up 46 points against Iron Wolves. He did put up 45 points against Outlaws, 42 points against Centurions. He could put up that amount of points, and as much as I was going really back and forth, I was leaning towards Gros Coq. When you said the story writes itself, I could just see the story. Outlaws winning 5 straight, and now A-team won 2 straight. Will they make it to 5 straight? So I just have a good feeling that A-team will win this game. That being said, like obviously I won't be shocked.
I thought you were going to go Gros Coq.
Yeah,
I think I just changed my mind.
I know.
You can't.
Oh shit. Yeah, so
don't be doing this BS if A-team wins. You say, "Oh, I changed my mind."
No. I'm saying with Gros Coq.
There you go.
Because then like we will have all winter to see. Okay, are they going to win another 2? Are they going to make it to 5? Like, what Outlaws did winning 5 straight is, like, I think won't be matched even if they win 2 in a row now. But it'll be interesting to see how the teams come back next spring. I don't know. It's really just based on my feeling right now. But, like you guys both said, I've been going back and forth on this one. And, like, I think Dom has the potential to be the best player on the field, meaning Gros Coq will win. But just something tells me that, like, A-teams, since the start of last playoffs, like, have been on like a crazy run, right? Like, they eliminated the Outlaws last time. They eliminated them again this year. I can't see them doing all that and coming up short in the finals.
Right. Yeah. Score?
Because there's no way Gros Coq did not put up at least 30 points in this game. Win or lose?
Agreed. Yeah.
I'm going to go 34-31.
I like it.
Wow.
I think that there's a better chance this game finishes 7-6 than it does like 49-30. Because I just can't see a way where this game finishes by more than 1 possession. I just can't see it.
If you would have asked me before the show what would be our picks for that game, I would have went 3-0 at Gros Coq. I'm really surprised.
You thought we would have picked Gros Coq?
The other reason is that it's hard to pick a team that just beat the Outlaws to lose, right? So what would make you say you were so sure we'd go more towards Gros Coq? Like, you saw it firsthand how A-team had a game plan, shut down the Outlaws.
Yeah, but we said it at the beginning of the show. A-team are not the same A-team when they play against Outlaws.
I'm not sure I buy that.
Number one.
Like, it was all jokes at that. Like,
no, I know. But I think there is some truth to it.
Yeah.
But I think when you're in a finals, it's different.
But mostly, Gros Coq have been number 1 in the power rankings for the past 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get it to the final and just call the upset.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm surprised. I'm not saying it's a dumb pick.
No. Of course, I get it.
I changed my mind like 7 times in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just really surprised.
I mean,
I'm not at the same time.
We did go 2-1. We didn't like sweep 18.
No. I know. I'm just saying if I had like to guess what our picks would have been, I would have went 3-0 Gros Coq.
Let's say we're doing a point spread in this game. I'll give mine.
It's funny because I feel that like
I'd say it'd be -2.5 Gros Coq.
I first take the it's gonna be a more bigger difference than 2.5 points.
You do think so?
Yeah, like it's funny because like, I feel it's gonna be a close game, and I predicted a close game. But regardless of who wins, I could see them winning by a lot. I could see the
can't.
game getting ugly and out of hand at one point,
Yeah.
and emotional, and it not being close to the very end.
Like,
For some reason, I get what you're saying. I just can't see that.
like let's say a team gets into a hole early,
Yeah.
and let's say on the other hand, Grokak gets into a hole early. Who can you see come back more into that game?
Goal clock 100%.
I agree with that.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, but the thing is, I get what you're saying. If Gold Clock are down, I can see them rallying around. If A team are down, it'd be tougher for them to come back in when I agree. Maybe I'm just like a child and there's no way I could see it being a 2-possession game ever. I can't see a team ever building a substantial lead in this game. I don't know why, I just can't see it.
Yeah. Oh my.
I see.
Changed my mind.
A team needs to keep this game as close as possible for them to come out in the lead, but you can't see it being like take your
Like,
example.
okay, I could say A team being up 12-0, like because they score stopping, and then Gold Clock answering and making it close before half. But like, I don't think there's ever a time in this game until the final whistle blows where you say, yeah, this team has it in the bag. I really don't see it.
I think Grokak are going to get a 2-possession lead, going double dip at the end of the first half, beginning of the second half.
I think no matter who wins this game, there's a story. Gold Clock wins. They finally, after years of being in a drought, right? They come back and win. If A team wins, they win back-to-back with a quarterback who didn't start on the roster to begin.
Yeah. I'm not riffing a time slot, huh?
I know it.
Is it the only game?
No, it's D3 final.
D3 final.
I think Master Chase, I'm sorry, I'm just going to lose our game because I really want to watch that D1 final. It's like, I really want to beat Iron Wolves. But a ton of storylines this weekend.
Yep. That's why it's been over a 2-hour show, right?
I can't wait to eat McDonald's.
Why didn't you eat?
I felt they'd be rude on the show. Folks, that's how much, pardon the pun, willpower I had was not eating McDonald's right in front of me. Because I want to give
Do
the
we
folks a
do
great show.
Brossard now, or do we do Brossard next week when we do all the other recaps of finals?
No, we can do Brossard now. May as well. Freaking quickly. KOB won the championship. Woo! All right, no.
KOB winning the champ. Are you surprised? Not at all.
No, I will say one thing that KOB, we were 28-3. I quarterbacked for 28-3. We were beating them 8-0 and started on defense. They could have folded. They didn't. They came back, marched forward, won the game. And they played Old School in the final, which was a really good team. They were also down early in that one, came back, dug a hole, and KOB came out victorious. But it was a lot of like close games early on, right, Terry, in the Brossard this weekend.
Particularly in your game in the rain, like it was really pouring rain at that point against Congrès, and I had never seen them play all season long. I had no idea what they look like. They have pretty sick jerseys.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed by them. Like every time I was predicting them to win, lose, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Their quarterback. It's funny, his name is Le Congrès, but I'm pretty sure on their shirts it wrote The Congress, like in English.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Didn't notice.
The quarterback, Theo, throws a really nice ball. I'm shocked looking at his stats that he threw more interceptions and touchdowns on the season. There was one play in particular where it was like literally pouring, and he threw like a dart down the middle of the field, a post.
Yes.
You're shaking your head as if you were there. What do you even know what I'm talking about?
No, I know how good the quarterback is. I refed him once. And
so that middle of the field. Yeah, nice.
I called that last week how good the quarterback was. Go watch it back, people.
A 25-yard a bomb to William to make the score 6-6, taking the lead 7-6. But then you guys end up winning that game.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, the finals ended up with a close score, but it was fairly one-sided. KOB was up 32-12.
But KOB were down in the game, right? They started off down early on.
Yeah, but they scored as soon as they got the ball back.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm stupid.
Oh, wow, that was so funny.
Why was it that funny?
Because Willie, I don't know, I'm tired.
But KOB were number one in the power rankings.
All season long.
They were like the Alabama, right?
Yeah. And
they won that chip.
The Kings of Longueuil Beach, or the Knights. I'm not sure if the K stands for Kings or Knights. But it's the Kings of Longueuil Beach. Conquered Brossard once again.
Well done, folks. Well deserved.
I can't believe that's what KOLB stands for.
That's pretty cool.
It's extremely ugly.
I mean, it's nicer KOB than actually writing
the Knights
100%.
First down, Kings of Long Beach.
For sure it's Kings, because it's a
Yeah, you're right.
Crown.
I don't know why I thought Knights.
Yeah, maybe because you're
tired.
I was going to say stupid, but... You ain't no Willie. Can't say that to Terry anyway.
Nah.
So, is that it? It's over Brossard.
Super Brossard, thanks again for everyone to come in. And for real, it was pouring on Sunday, so congrats to everyone who got out of bed and made it to the field because it'd be raining hard on the Saturday. So tough way to end Brossard with the rain, but the sun prevailed, and so did the Kings.
Bold prediction.
Bold predictions this week. I'm gonna say one of the trophies breaks.
That's not bold.
Well, considering I don't have Kevin winning a championship, I think Kevin would be the only one to break it, so I do think it's bold.
Considering we're not allowed to bring them at home anymore and John keeps them at the field now, it's...
That's my bold prediction.
Yeah.
One of them breaks.
Yeah.
Yours? Also, the weather's not supposed to be that great.
No. Oh, I thought of that. And, like, that could change the D1 predictions, right?
Let's make them again.
Bold prediction.
My actual bold prediction. I know I potentially said that my bold predictions have to line up with what I said the scores will be, but I'm going to take a break from that this week. I say 3 of the 5 finals go to overtime.
That's bold.
I got one.
Go ahead.
None of the 5 finals will end within 1 score.
Wow. That's fairly bold as well.
Going the opposite as you.
I actually don't know what to say.
Okay, like, say the grass is going to be blue at that point. Like,
Think about Kevin's beard. Think about...
we literally spoke for like 3 hours. Like,
Yeah, who cares, huh?
no, I meant more like you said so many things about so many games. Think about something, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just really, really tired.
Okay, you mentioned to me about potential ejections in the Division 1 game.
I said that, huh?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that right now. I feel like you're in my head.
There you go.
Over under.
I told you I'm living in that thing rent-free.
15 yards. There are going to be ejections in Division 1 final. And Gros Coq are going to have more players getting ejected than 18.
That's bold AF.
That is pretty bold.
Wow.
Folks,
That's it, folks.
I think that's a wrap.
Thank you for tuning in. Last week of the season. Then it's a big break during your winter. No, we have a season this winter. It's a big break for out. Do you still do the podcast for this winter?
No, the budget's not the same.
No?
No.
All right, so that's exactly what I was saying. Big break. See you next spring. Oh, no, we're doing a show next week. Okay, Willie, take it away. I'm really
We'll be doing a show next week, recapping the finals, our MVPs and everything. Folks, it's the playoffs. Stay safe. Don't party too hard Friday night. We got some matchups on Friday, baby. So get your popcorn ready.
Saturday.
What did I say?
Friday.
I guess I'm tired too. On Saturday, so
You
get
said
your
something
popcorn
on
ready.
Friday.
He said,
Don't go to bed too late on Friday night.
Yeah, that's what he said.
No,
and then I said Friday again. Yeah, I think he's right.
He said they're going to have good matchups on Friday.
I kind of don't want to end the show right now.
Yeah, I know. It's actually been pretty cool, eh?
Can I get a question?
Go to bed.
Yeah, sure. Okay, what color shoes do you think Kevin's going to be wearing?
Okay, what's your one prediction that's your lock of the week? You know NFL does
I
that?
love it.
You know the dudum?
Yeah.
So like
I
it's
love
your
it.
lock. It could be a player going off. It could be a team for sure winning a championship. It could be a team scoring 0 points. What's your surefire prediction? If you have to pick one thing, what would you say it is?
That's actually a good question. I'm not going to look at my phone.
I
I got one.
Okay, you go first.
Dylan Dewey gets a pick.
Wow.
Okay, I was gonna go slightly more bold than that. Like,
It has to be bold.
no, it doesn't have to be bold, but like that's like saying there'll be 5 finals this Saturday, which is like, oh, there might not be 5 because it might get too dark and the lights won't open for the last game.
Okay.
A sure lock. Alexi not getting a single touchdown in Division 4.
And one.
Wait, but we're not talking. That's a bold prediction, no?
No. That's like a lock. He said it has to. It
Yeah,
had
bro,
to
a
be
lock
bold.
is not a bold prediction, but it's
No,
not
I
supposed to be
know.
bold. It's a lock.
But like, okay.
You messed us
What
all
okay?
up.
Okay, so I guess here's the Dylan getting a pick.
Yes, bold prediction. Dylan gets a pick. Boom, boom.
It's not bold. It's
No.
What are we doing?
What did I say bold or I said lock?
No, you said lock. But
My
you
lock
said
is
bold.
Dylan Daou gets an interception.
Lock.
That's my lock. Boom, boom.
Boom. Okay, because you said bold. Boom. Boom.
You're
Okay.
right.
Lock. Boom. Boom. Okay.
That's my
So
lock.
that's a lock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not bold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just found this to be a little weak there, but
But it's lock or no
Yeah,
lock?
it's a lock.
It's Rich coming from a guy whose bold predictions have been anything but
Oh,
bold.
that changed the
They've
season.
been as spicy as a bowl of cereal, so...
That changed,
They've been as spicy as a junior chicken at McDonald's.
that changed this season, though. My bold prediction.
Yeah, it did. You did a little bit better.
A lock. Marvin is going to rush for more yards than he's going to throw. That's my lock.
That's pretty bold. Though.
That's a good one.
No,
I like
that's
that one.
not bold. That's a lock.
No, it's bold and a lock. Could be both.
Yeah, but it's more... That's my lock.
Has he ever done it this whole season?
Yes, past weekend.
No. He threw for like 150 yards. And
Oh, no, he rushed more than Kevin's.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. Really tired. Lock.
It doesn't help when you got a lawyer over here.
Boom. Lock. Okay, say yours.
I don't know. I'm feeling so nice, Willie, but I got Massachusetts winning the D3 championship. That's my lock of the weekend.
Wow.
If there's one finals in one division that I'm most sure of, it's that one.
Thanks for putting the pressure, but I respect the call.
It's the year of the Willie, right?
Hey. Could be the year of the Willie, could be the year of...
To the dog, Willie. Show us what we're going to see.
That's good. I think we're done now, folks.
No, I haven't done my lock yet.
What?
Oh, boom. Yeah, I did like 2 bad ones.
Yeah, but you didn't do your lock signal. It's true. Oh, you dumb. You didn't do your lock.
Yes, he just did.
You didn't do the boom boom. You didn't do the signal.
Doing the boom boom.
Doom, doom.
Nice. There you go.
Okay, my lock. Doom doom.
No, you have to say it first. You just locked it.
I'm extremely tired.
Bro, how did you lock it like that easily?
I want to go to bed.
Wait, are we doing the same lock or have to pick a new lock now?
It's the same lock. Okay, guys, we're really sorry about that.
What was your lock?
My lock is
Marvin.
I'm gonna go the opposite of what I said actually earlier, so I'm gonna look like a little dumb, but it's all good. Alexi getting 2 touchdowns in Division 4.
What? You just said he's gonna get 0.
Yeah, but that's I
You
thought we were
understand what
going
we're talking
bold
about,
and
yeah.
like it was like Terry's lock Alexi. Okay, I'm gonna open it back again. Alexi getting more touchdowns in Division 4 than in Division 1.
That
Lock.
reminds me.
That's lock.
My lock is gonna be Dylan Daou gets a pick and a sack.
That's bold, though.
Doom doom.
Does he even have any sacks in the season?
Doom. It's locked.
The
And
last
I
time,
unlatching that.
last time we're doing that segment.
It's locked. And I
Last
don't even have
time.
the key. I don't know where the key
I have a
is.
question.
Yes.
Because I wanted to ask this while you guys were talking about raw sauce and Master Cheese recap, and you guys bother me so much, and I keep cutting you off. That I did not cut you off to ask this question.
Thank you,
That
Terry.
I forgot my question afterwards. I mean, I did ask, and I forgot that I asked because the show's been going on forever. What do you guys think of Ludovic's cadence when he goes before the thing? Hey, let's go! Claps. And then, like he says, "Let's go."
He goes in.
Yeah.
Says, "Let's go." He claps, and
Yeah.
he doesn't do that willpower.
No, but he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, les gars!"
Yeah. Oh, si ça va, hey! No, actually, kind of like it. I find it cool.
yeah, like
Yeah.
just college vibes, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of boom. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
So I just want to verify something before we end the show.
Is he doing that on purpose?
Probably.
Yeah,
Dude,
because he knows you want to eat your McDonald's, and he knows I want to go
Dylan
home.
Daou-
You can just ask us to sleep over the night if you
Dylan
want.
Daou has 0 career sacks in D1 playoffs included. And your lock is that he's going to get one this weekend?
The lock is gone. It's up my ass. I ate it. I gave it to my grandma. The lock is nowhere to be found. I can't find it. It's locked. It's locked. It's not here.
And you're confident in that? You're confident.
confident. I don't know where it is. Wait, you find? Let me. No, I couldn't find.
Is
the
the
key.
sack
I
going to be a
just
safety too while you're at it?
No,
Yeah. So he's going to sack Dom.
that's correct.
And you never had a sack ever.
You want me to say it in French? Il va sucker Dom le four.
That sounded really wrong.
Well, you asked for it.
Is that it?
Sack. I'll say a sack.
Sucker.
I guess.
Dave G comment.
There's a sack.
Let's ask
It's a sack.
our sack's call, yeah.
Oh yeah, a sack. So it was a really good stretch.
Our sack the call, yeah.
All right, that's it, folks. Thank you for tuning in.
Stay
Playoffs.
safe. Come prepared if it rains.
See you Saturday.
It's not playoffs. It's finals.
Finals, baby.
Finals.
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 Finals.